there's Danny and this bitch. It's my platform, baby, come stream on Twitch. I like 'em crazy. Yeah, Danny fucking rich, girls don't be lazy. Put some energy in that clip. Go buy a hot tub, strip down, shawty lose the fit. And Danny's 60, but still want some off that drip. Don't worry about safety, Twitch calling you wild and free. These baddies chase me, but don't bring security. Greedy, cause it's a 50-50 split. And I don't care that you get a 95 on kick. Don't be so needy. Yeah, this is a Gucci coming hit. If you're not happy, you can always leave it quick. Cause we got baddies, that's the most important bit. Come round and blow off. Yeah, right here it's live on Twitch. It's a soft core side. We got the girlies getting lit. Take all your clothes off. Get down and flash your tits. Type shit, my life a movie. TwitchCon, what's off the grid? I'ma watch some streams now. Chill out, cool off a bit. See you in the next one. Gucci marks generated the shit.
The company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive. They're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin, and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
X Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
Oh my. Can you believe it, boys? It's a beautiful ass Wednesday with the fams. Hope you guys are doing well as hell. I'm on the other side of the sickness. I'm feeling pretty damn good. Thank God for that. It's been a wild ass time. And on positive news, I finally figured out how to get Rumble chat in StreamYard. So I'll always be able to see it now instead of having to have another chat on another monitor and then forget to pull it up sometimes. And it's just sitting there for like an hour. So hell yeah, boys. I'll actually see you over on Rumble now, like in my main screen with everything else. So get the hell on it, doggone it. Big shout out to that. 25 likes away from the big ass goal. Keep in mind, boys, keep in mind, very, very important. We are up against the 562nd Naked Snake in a row. 5, 6, 2 on the show today. Every super chat, Venmo, Ko-Fi, or a Rumble rant and or Rumble wallet, Crypto Dono goes towards it. Hell yeah. And Facebook stars. I don't think anybody watches on Facebook. Sometimes they do. It's really weird. So get the hell on it, doggone it. That's on the docket today. So please like the show and let's have a good ass time. We're going to talk about Cecil. My boy Cecil's channel got yeeted off the platform permanently. Permabanned. Okay. And I'm going to talk about the odds and ends around that situation, because there's a lot of people that have no idea what's going on. And they assume things. Just assume certain things. And I'm going to explain exactly how all this works so you'll know. Mistakes were made. Hey, baby. Squish says, for the snake, whiskey and wings, bro. I'm so damn jealous. Don't even say that shit in my chat right now. God, I can't. Ooh, I'm still on my diet, like relatively. I've extended my caloric intake at like +2 to 300 every day to get me a little bit more on maintain. I'm still probably going to be losing weight, but I don't really want to anymore because I'm like 170s. Fuck, you know, I'm cool with that. But at any rate, thank you, Squish. I appreciate your brother. First one of the night. He's good. Free Cecil, please, God. Free Cecil. What's up, Danny Vlogs? How you doing, baby? Juicy Booch is here. How you doing? Sad. It was only a matter of time. Well, before we get on it, diggity doggone it, let's bring the co-host PDH into the chat. Let's have a good-ass time. I hope you guys are excited to say hi to PDH for the 100th time. Let's go.
Hello, hello. I'm sick again, but not to worry. I came prepared.
Yeah, you're going to be slimy sounding. It's going to be an ASMR for a lot of people. They're going to be like, oh, yeah.
Anybody like sniffle noises?
Yeah, it's going to be bad. All right, boys. So someone said, it is light. Dude, I have abs. But unfortunately, I have this little thing in the bottom of my stomach because I used to be fat. That's like a little floopy, and it never looks beautiful. I'll have veins running through the floop, and I'm like, can you just be like less fucking gross? Anyways, but I have like if I like posture my body right, you just see my abs. So that's what I do. Rep Cecil Savior. And I'm waiting for the first Rumble chat of all time to pop up on StreamYard. The first one in all of history. I don't know why people are on Twitch right now. What are you guys doing over? So thank you guys. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're 20 away from the goal. And we're going to talk about what happened to Cecil. And then we're going to jump into Minnesota's live protest right now after a lady was killed at an anti-ICE protest after she went after him with her car. And there's a lot of stuff being talked about. And I do think people are looking from both sides very, very black and white. And I think there's some nuance here that I would really like to talk about. So make sure you guys are following that because we're about to get into that. But first and foremost, if you don't know, our beautiful boy Cecil has been banned off of YouTube permanently. Now, why, do you ask? Why and how and what's going to happen in the future? Cecil obviously moved over to the Rumble because that's what you have to do, right? I would do the same shit because there is no other option. There he is, Gabriel on Rumble. What's up, buddy? First chat ever on Rumble and StreamYard. Thank you, buddy. So
no, there was more earlier.
That was Twitch. That wasn't Rumble. I'm pretty sure, man. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was only that was the first one. I just looked on Rumble's chat. That was the first one. All right. Anyways, so Cecil has been streaming for 8 years, roughly, relatively speaking. Probably his current copes that he's been doing, his current style that's been sweeping the world. He's been doing it for the last couple of months. He's been making a lot of progress. He's really driven. It's been really fun to see. It pisses me off sometimes because it's so hard to compete with him because he's just so funny. And I'm not funny, but still, he does a great job. Well, he got a strike recently for bullying or harassment. Okay. Now, that being said, he started deleting his streams because he figured that would fix the issue. But yesterday he was streaming live, and about an hour and 45 minutes into the stream, his stream was taken down and his channel was banned instantly. Okay. Now here's my theory, and I know it could be a lot of things. It could be a portion of things, but here's my theory. My theory is this: Cecil was reading Rumble rants, and he had a strike on his channel. And the AI was heavily scanning his streams because he has a current strike. He was reading Rumble rants, and a lot of these Rumble rants included slurs, and we're talking about really touchy subject matter. And either AI was watching and or somebody that hates Cecil was watching and reported it instantaneously, and that was all they needed. Because when you can say slurs on YouTube kind of, but if there's people watching, YouTube won't allow it. Like they're not in favor of certain slurs, but they'll let it happen as long as nothing's blown up. But if
Which
somebody
slurs? We need you to give us a full list right now.
if they catch you on the slurs, like you're done. And that's my theory anyway. He was reading Rumble Rants and they were fucked up Rumble Rants. And he was reading them live on YouTube. So that's my theory. Cecil's theory is this, which is also very possible. Renee Gallard's on some Rumble. What's up? Cecil's theory is he was bashing Tim Walz. And he's extremely Cecil's conservative, and he was bashing him over and over and over. And somebody within YouTube got pissed off because he was doing that because of the certain tensions in the world and went after him personally. Also possible.
Lots of people are bashing Tim Walz though. So
well, he sucks, but still, yeah. Like so, it could be either or. I'm leaning more towards the saying slurs live, and then, you know, YouTube being more critical of Cecil because of his current strike. That's what I would see. Now, there's ramifications for this. And the ramifications are 12 likes from 100. Make sure you hit that like button, bitches. But other than that, Cecil was curious as to if he's going to get paid on the 21st. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings here. I love my Cecil, but he will definitely not get paid on the 21st. Within YouTube's TOS, it says anyone that severely violates terms of service, including things like bullying and harassing, resulting in a termination, forfeits all their revenue for that pay period.
That's very convenient for YouTube.
It is convenient for YouTube. And the issue is everybody's like, well, how is that legal? Well, it's because the law works at snail pace, and there's no laws on the books that protect content creators. It's like a new thing that's been around for 20 fucking years, but it's a new thing as far as the law is considered. So there's no safety nets for content creators like every other industry, because even now they don't consider it. Like I was telling, every time I would talk to PDH's dad about what I do, I'm like, yeah, I stream. And he's like, and you make money? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so people just watch and make money? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, that don't make sense.
Well, it's a lot like a restaurant keeping a server's tips if they get fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
so
you can't do.
You're right. But that's a different industry that's protected under certain laws. And content creators are not protected under any laws. The only law on the books that even mentions content creators are the free tax on tips law that was passed a few months ago, which was only 25 grand tax write-off, which sucks. But that being said, I'm quite positive he won't keep his money, which is balls. Now, here's the thing. Do not charge back. If you're one of these people that have super chatted Cecil in the last month, do not charge back, because the off chance that Cecil's appeal goes through, or they decide to give him another chance and his channel pops back up, all of those chargebacks will hit him at the same time, plus $30 to $100 fees.
He'll be paying a lot of money.
He'll be paying like 10 grand out of pocket. So that's way worse. That's way worse than losing like a couple grand. So there is no way.
Also, that's illegal. Don't do that.
Yes, charging back is illegal, by the way. It is not something
like
you
with
should
your
do.
Bank, it's illegal.
Yeah, it's called friendly fraud. And you can be charged a felony for that. Shani says streak. All right, I'll shoot you one. Thank you, Shani. I appreciate you. The second super chat of the night. Thank you, Shani. I appreciate you. Thank you. All super chats welcome. I love you. I appreciate you. We're $4 in. We're hot. We're making some serious headway today.
$4.
God damn.
Conveniently, that's also the amount of money in Cody's bank account.
That is true. It was like $8 last week. It was funny. But I got paid. So it's all good. Thank you, Shani. I appreciate you. All right. How am I missing Rumble Rants? I don't even see them. There's Rumble Rants? There's no Rumble Rants. What are you talking about? Where's Rumble? Oh, there are. Why are they not appearing on the thing? God dang it, Rumble, you bastards. Does it just appear as a chat, I guess? Is that what happens here? Where's Rumble Rants at? They're not in the chat. I see Rumble chat. I don't see. Am I crazy? All right then, whatever. I guess Rumble Rants don't pop up, but I'll just read them manually, I guess. That's weird. That's sad. It's very sad that it is not. Michael Maroots, what the hell are you doing in here, brother? $4 to play for a monster. We walked 8 miles for a Pocono. I feel so bad every time I remember Michael Maroots walking with me for like hours, and then my ball joint explodes, and we didn't even get to race very long. Renee Galarza with the Gold Boy says, for the feet On Rumble, Rumble's kicking YouTube's ass. This is so weird. A $10 on Rumble. And Renee also says, reasons why I'm moving either to Kick or Rumble. YouTube start blocking certain messages I send to chat. The funny thing is, it's not bad. Thank you so much, Renee Galarza. Renee Galarza with 30 bones on Rumble. What a beautiful man this is. At least I have the chat. I thought it was going to hit Rumble rants too. I could have sworn that it did, but I guess it doesn't. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And Big Mike with a $100 super chat on YouTube.
Big Mike's paying us to house sit our house, apparently.
Good. Good.
He'll be house sitting soon.
Yes. I mean,
granted, he won't have to watch the dogs. So,
well, that's like a week, right?
Yeah.
So, like, that's $100. Should be like 150, but it's fine. All right, thank you, Big Mike. He's a fuck it.
I have a chore list for you.
There you go. That's what we need right there. What's he gonna do? Sit around all day? Yeah.
He's got to look at apartments.
Not all day. All right, thank you, Big Mike. I appreciate you, dude. My boy. All right. So, anyways. Yeah, Cecil is boned, but Cecil will be streaming on Rumble for all those who love Cecil. So you make sure you just go whenever you have time, go over to Rumble, click Cecil Says His Show. It's right there on the front page. Like you can just type in Cecil Says like normal, or go to his Twitter and he posted on there. And then you can hit notifications on there and you'll get notifications for it. He should be going live at the same times, usually every night, like 10 p.m. Central. And then like 2 p.m. Central, right? So for all those people that want to watch Cecil, he's still around and about. So don't forget about our boy. He's a good man. We are 134 out of 500 for Naked Snake, 134 out of 1,000 for the bikini stream. We have never hit bikini in 2026 yet. Is today the day? Is today? So at any rate, does that mean my Cecil Says membership is over? Yes, sir. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, brother.
For now, hopefully something happens, but
I would like for it to come back, but I don't see it happening because from what I can see, it's relatively speaking, a legit, you know, right? It's a legit thing. If it's the Rumble rants, like, man, you're getting real gray. That's the one thing. Like, I used to have Cecil on all the time, right? And he kind of cleaned it up a little bit, but there would be times where Cecil would be hitting that F slur like every other sentence. And I was like, oh shit, oh God, oh Jesus, oh fuck. We're fucked. We're going to get banned. Right? That's all I'm saying.
Shani brought up a great point. We didn't buy a sushi cam yet, and she put money down on a sushi cam.
Wow. You know how much cameras are? They're like $400, brother.
Doesn't have to be a really good one.
Where would we even put that, some bitch?
Facing my lap, obviously.
Oh, facing the lap. Way to be positive. What do you mean, way to be positive? I'm just saying. What are you talking about? Where's my sushi cam? When is Cecil moving to Madison? I don't know, man. I don't know. Cecil, he could move in with me for a little while as long as he pays the rent and streams. Just don't come in my room and show his face. I'll get banned. Oh, a lot of people were asking about that. So they were like, "Hey, can Cecil so Cecil can just at least do the Jack show on Anna's channel?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, he can't even. Oh my God.
He cannot appear on YouTube.
That is crazy.
He cannot appear as a guest on YouTube.
So the Jack show is ruined.
Well, I mean, he can do it on Rumble, so there's that, and they'll do fine, I think. But the thing is, he cannot appear on another stream. Why do you think Alex Jones did not go on as a guest on any YouTube podcast until recently? Because I think Tim Pool had him on once, and they yanked it. And also, he went on Joe Rogan, and they yanked it off Joe Rogan's page too.
That's wild that they would even deign to do that on like such giant creators, you know.
It technically is considered ban evasion. Right? Retro says his second channel is up. It is still up. His second channel is still up. The issue is if he streams on that channel, all it's going to take is that one person that may have reported him, which likely happened, to just see him go live on that channel and report it for ban evasion, and he'll be down in probably 2 hours. Right? So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. They did introduce a 1 reinstatement policy, 1 year rate. Well, there's that, yeah. But they have to approve it though. So the 1 year reinstatement policy for YouTube, that you can submit your application to be reinstated, and then you can just be like, no. That's how that works. It's not very cool. Like, I'm pretty sure Alex Jones and Milo Yiannopoulos submitted one and got rejected. He can wear a mask to cover his face up, and he also needs a voice changer for sure. Get a little girl voice changer, like one of those like VTubers, you know, like a damn VTuber, I tell you. All right, boys. Let's. So if you guys haven't been paying attention to Minneapolis, it has been wild as hell. So protests have broken out in Minneapolis, Minnesota, because now, granted, this was likely going to happen anyway, but here's the catalyst. So a lady drove in. She drove in to the crowd of protesters, and I'll pull the video up. But she got to where she was blocking the road, and she hit like a pole or something, and she got to where she was facing police officers, and then she started driving towards them, and the ICE agent she was driving towards shot her, like shot through her windshield and killed her. So a lot of people are like, either A, this is totally legitimate, or B, this is evil and Nazism. So, and I don't think it's either.
I think it depends on how much of a danger she was to the people around her. There's
a lot of things that now, as far as the ICE agent, he's not going to be charged, or if he does, he's going to get acquitted because it by law, it's self-defense. But is it a good thing? I don't necessarily think it's a good thing. And
I haven't seen the video, so I don't want to say
we're gonna pull it up, but basically people are either saying one or the other, and I don't think it's that way. I don't think it's a good thing, but I also don't think the ICE agent was inherently 100% in the wrong either. You
Things are very rarely black and white, but people like to think that they are.
What's up, Snoogans? How you doing, baby? But anyways, we're gonna bring it up. Yeah, like Lesser Logic, he says it's not a great thing, but it's justified. Yeah, I agree. And people are saying that he'll be charged in Minnesota. He will not. That's not how the law works. He would be charged federally. But at any rate, we're gonna pull up the video real quick, and then we're gonna move on. But there's current protest right now. The only thing that's a little frustrating about this is the fact that the left cheered when Ashley Babbitt was killed on January 6th. She was shot in the face by a Capitol police officer, federal guy. And they cheered and said she deserved to die, right? Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. They cheered and said he deserved to die. Or they would put a qualifier before their statement. I hated Charlie Kirk, but I don't think you should,
Right, yeah.
And with this lady, they're like, this is the most outrageous thing ever. And I'm like, look, this is the exact same situation, relatively speaking. Actually, she had a 4,000-pound vehicle and was driving towards people. So it's a little bit different. And also, just because she like shared your beliefs, suddenly she doesn't deserve to die now. Like, you got to be consistent. And this is why I feel like the left struggles to maintain support, because they flip-flop depending on who believes what, instead of just being consistent about whatever is happening. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like it's just weird. But at any rate, we're gonna pull up the video here so you guys can see. But here's the protest right here. Ass ton of people. Now keep in mind, Minneapolis it's a left place, so there's gonna be a lot of people here. But there are a lot of people here now. The fact that they're not.
What are they protesting?
Well, they're protesting ICE. It's anti-ICE, right? So they're protesting ICE coming in and deporting
because
people.
of that woman that got shot.
Well, I mean, the protest was already likely going to happen. There's already people protesting against ICE because ICE is currently in Minnesota deporting people like Somalians that are committing fraud. When that lady got shot, it only amplified the tensions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why. But at any rate, we're going to cover it a little bit. We're going to pull up the video. PS2 Chopper with 5 gifted memberships. Oh my God, my boy, how you doing, buddy? Actually, I had to create another banner. Let's see. Memberships, because I deleted it. There you go. 5 or 10 memberships. Woo! What the hell's that? God damn. What the hell's this bullshit? There we go. No, that's the wrong one. Shit. I'm goofing, boys. Is that right? We good? Yeah. What is happening right now? Why won't it let me save this? I'm about to freak out, bro. I'm about to freak out, boys.
Just keep the little bubble.
Beep. No, fuck that bubble. There we go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, PS2 Chopper. I appreciate you guys. Oh, Joe Falls. What's up, brother? How you doing, buddy? On Rumble, Rakin says, sent you more crypto tied to try to do a Rumble rant via Rumble wallet, but I don't know how. Well, I'm just glad it is a thing. So I appreciate you. I see it on there. It says tipped via Rumble wallet, $10. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. We'll put it towards it. I don't know how it works yet, but we're going to put it towards it, brother. Thank you for the Rumble wallet tip. Just the deep. So at any rate, protests are going crazy, right? They're going crazy. the anti-ICE protest. And here's the thing about this whole situation, right? Here's the thing about the whole situation, okay? They're protesting against ICE, who is coming here because of Nick Shirley's giant expose on Somalian fraud, which kind of in a roundabout way shows that leftists are supporting fraud.
Yeah.
And that just fucking sucks, because there's a lot of things going on here. And I think a lot of things are, like I said, the shooting kind of sucks. Was it justified? I think so, but it kind of sucks. But they're amplifying this pro-fraud movement that's only going to lose like normal people, like everyday people. They're going to lose those people's attentions, because you're like, wait a second, you're against getting Somalians out that are committing fraud? They're like, well, yeah, but that's bad. And I'm like, well, you can't. You're going to lose support from the everyday man, the everyday woman that's not really hyper politicized and hyper sold to one party. They're just trying to survive, and you're telling them you want your tax dollars to go to fraud. They're gonna be like, well, fuck those people, I'll just go the other direction, right?
Yeah.
So
it's really wild to me that like it's almost like everything they do is so self-destructive. Like it's just like so like when you think about the suicidal empathy and all that jazz, it's just wild. Like
it is, and it's destructive. And I said this the other day, but it almost feels intentional. Like there's like some kind of shadow thing happening where Democrats are purposefully discrediting themselves so they can keep conservatives in power.
But then you see like this
freaking weird.
But then you see this and you see all these people out there, and it's so confusing. Like how are there so many people that like and on Facebook or like social media, like you look at comments on posts and it's like, I can't believe all these people are real. Like,
well, it's because they're doing the football game thing.
Yeah,
they are left no matter what. I talked to Sean last night, and me and Sean had a great conversation about ICE and about Tim Walz and about other things. And he actually agreed with me on a lot of the stuff. We had a good conversation, and I feel like in the future, depending on how things go, Sean might be more conservative in the future. But Sean has the capability to go back and forth depending on what he thinks makes more sense. But and a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people are like, I don't care if literal Hitler Jr., like the great grandson of Hitler, who also happens to be the Antichrist somehow. I don't care if he's a Democrat. I will vote for him. Right. And there's people on the right that do that as well. But people on the left overwhelmingly have been doing that. And it's weird because the left is so unpopular right now. Like if you like poll independents, it's like they have zero support. Like everybody hates them, but like they still have relatively the same support from Democrats, maybe slightly less, right? And it's just because they don't really care about what's happening. They found themselves defending fraud. They found themselves defending gender reassignment surgeries for children. They found themselves defending hormones that sterilize children.
And they got pushed into it too. It was like a landslide, right? Because like at first the whole rhetoric was like, of course no one wants to, like mutilate kids or give kids hormones. Of course they don't. And then like you see a shift where slowly they start saying, well, but actually, it's all like it's more effective if you start young, and like all these other
they're doing
reasons.
the thing. They're doing they do the thing, and this is a common meme online. They'll say it's not happening. Okay, it's happening, but it's not that much. Okay, it's happening a lot, but here's why it's a good thing.
Right. Yeah.
And that's where they slide. And that's where they lose people, because they're like, actually, I guess it's actually a good thing, right? And I think that's why everything's going crazy. Going crazy. Joe Foss says, refunded after he moves his bank account. Do not refund Cecil super chats. Just in case his channel comes back, because you will kill him. Trust me, I was there last month. I had $3,000-ish in chargebacks, and then another $2,000, and then I got charged like another $2,500 in chargeback fees. I almost died. I almost couldn't pay my mortgage. It was bad. So do not charge back until he tells you to. So
plain and simple, Alex, we're in America, so football means the underarm almond, not soccer.
Yeah. Billy Hatcher normal. Yeah, that's agreed. Billy Hatcher. All right. Anyways, I don't know what made me laugh. All right. Anyways, goddamn you, Billy, making me laugh over it. Was there a mob in Minnesota? Was there a mob? 1 2 cents. Well, it's anti-ICE protest, right? But also the catalyst that made it, I think, blow it up into like national proportions.
Let's watch the video.
I'm pulling, but it's because of the lady that was shot today. So let's pull that up, and I'll give my thoughts on that. But there's already people looting and shit. So here's the video right here. This is a different angle than most people have seen because the original angle is a little harder to tell.
We should just post a picture of the protest and claim that it's a free Cecil protest.
Free Cecil, please.
Post it on Twitter.
No. All right, here we go.
Okay, so she was dead and we're out and
Yeah, I don't. This doesn't show anything. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Well, see. Okay.
I mean,
So
she's definitely hitting him with.
Here's the thing. Okay.
The
So
vehicle.
I'm gonna pull up the other angle here in a second. But here's this her SUV is behind this silver Chevy, and the issue is she pulled forward with a 5,000 pound vehicle towards a federal agent, and she does hit him. Now I'll argue the other side of it here in a second. So she hits him right here. See, she hits him, and he gets pushed back. Probably ran over his foot. We don't really know.
Like, don't try and stop a vehicle with your body too, though. You know what I mean?
Well,
there was ICE agents in a vehicle right behind her. They could have tried to apprehend her vehicle to vehicle.
No, like they're giving lawful orders. That's the issue. Like
definitely no. I'm saying I do agree that in this instance you can't just let people, like, if they manage to get in a car, oh, they got away. Like, no, if you go to apprehend somebody, it has to be a very serious thing where, like, you know, you run, you die. That has to be the case, because if not, everybody's going to try and run. Everybody's going to go run and jump in a vehicle and try and drive off, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that can keep law and order is for there to be huge consequences for running from police.
Right. Now, here's my thing.
But
let me pull up the other video. And here's my thing. So I wish I had her. I guess I'll just go to the homepage. We'll have it, and then we'll come back. So there it is. Oh, you bastard. It reloaded. I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate when you find it, and then you're like, okay, there it is. And then it reloads. Here it is. Are we really going to? Okay, there's the video. All right, cool. So here's the other video, and I'll give my opinion on this after this video. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. Let's get to 200. And we're already a quarter of the way to Naked Snake, boys. And I see Chai T. Oh my God, Chai T. Go back. Hurry. I see her. Chai T says, another instance of double standards of the radical left observed the immediate riot after a woman committed a criminal act and in defense criminal acts compared to the candlelight visuals for Charlie Kirk. Bro, don't get me started on the candlelight visual for January 6th. I don't even want to talk about that right now. It pissed me off.
pull up the amateur and 94's comment.
PDH went from you shouldn't stand in front of a car to you run, you die.
That's my point, though. My point is they are already in a unique position to go after her, because there was one ICE agent sitting in the vehicle behind hers, right? So they were already like set up to where if that guy jumped out of the way, the other vehicle could have tried to apprehend her with his vehicle instead.
I know what you're saying,
but when you're in that quick pace moment, I'm sure everything's weird.
I know exactly what you're saying, and I have something similar that I'm going to say when we get this video over. Thank you, Chati. I love you. I love you, Chati. Yeah, the Democrats in office in Congress did a candlelight vigil for January 6th, where the only person that died was a protester that was a conservative. Those people, I hate those motherfuckers. They suck. They suck ass. Like, you could do a candlelight vigil for this lady, and there's some legitimacy here. She has a family. There's people, right? But like, January 6th? Are you kidding me? Fuck off.
I just saw a post about January 6th today, and it was like, I can't believe this is a part of American history. I can't believe this happened in our country. And then that should have been the end of Donald Trump's career. And it's like they're still believing that BBC cut and edit of like, an hour and 40 minutes, 2 different statements pasted together to make it sound like Donald Trump made it happen.
Yeah.
Like, how?
How
are people still on that?
There are people that unironically say it was worse than 9/11.
Oh my God.
Where 1,000 people were killed or more.
I can't. That's crazy. 9/11 was like absolutely brutal. Like easily the most brutal thing that's happened
since Pearl Harbor. Yeah. Reagan Knight says, I'll be honest, she didn't seem like she was trying to hit him, but also she wasn't complying. Overall, I don't think she deserved to be shot, but also don't get in the way of the law. Yeah, that's something I'm about to hit on that's pretty similar. Thank you, Reagan. I love you, buddy. My boy Reagan coming in. Everybody's coming in so strong today. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Joe Foss says, I've had it. It's a stupid game with those folks at Google. Only way to win is not play the game, Billy. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go. So here's the other video. Or the other angle, rather, you know. Where the hell did it go? Damn, boys. All right, here we go. So here's the car. She's blocking the road.
This lady got blood.
What is this? Is this clipped and pasted like 18 different things? I'm guessing they're not gonna. Are you kidding? Is this real life? Every video is not the video. It's just like showing the car after. Come on, guys. Get your shit together on Twitter. God, Jesus. Here it is. Fuck. Asmongold. Thank you, brother.
Dami 2K5. Yes, I am his sister.
Yes. Here we go.
Right there. She's moving forward, and he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got. If he hadn't moved, she would have run him over. Watch the tire. See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward with the officer directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the first place. I see her spinning her. Doesn't give a. You actually. Absolutely. He's got the bullet hole out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show the bullet hole in the windshield so clearly shot from in front of the car. Here we go. And you can see right here, if the cop wasn't in front of the vehicle, then he wouldn't have been able to make this shot.
All right. So you guys have a good idea what's going on here. So this cop was in front of her vehicle. She pulled forward. That's where everything hits justified mode. Now, there isn't an argument there for this to me. There's no argument as if it's justified or not to me. Here's the issue. I think and this goes both ways, to be honest. So think about it this way. ICE agents are being targeted, harassed, doxxed all over the U.S. Tensions are extremely high. They're in situations like this all the time. And there's a knee-jerk response. That's one side of it. Not saying that's good or bad, but that's one side of it. The other side of it, the complete opposite side of it, is in these situations like this. Like, the guy could move out of the way. He could not shoot her. Would he still be justified in doing so? Yes, but could he not shoot her and they try to do something different to try to apprehend her so a life is not lost? That's also a thing that could have happened. Now, that's why I'm like, I wish it would have played out differently. The officer's justified by the law. It's clear in the video, but I kind of wish it wouldn't have happened, and I kind of wish it was handled better. Therefore, a life is not lost. And now it's going to lead to even more fucking protests and crazy shit across the country. And everybody's looking at it super black and white. They're either like, fuck yeah, the cop, yeah. Or they're on the other end of like, she did absolutely nothing wrong. So it's neither of those things.
Both can be true.
Right. It's kind of a bad look. I feel like it could be handled in a different situation. Was the cop justified? Sure. But just because you're justified in your actions doesn't mean you need to act on them in that way. But then again, there's a lot of tensions. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of harassment. That's why these ICE guys have to wear masks so they don't get doxxed, so their families don't get attacked or harassed or killed or worse. And so there's just a lot of tensions there. So it's a fucked up situation that it kind of makes sense like the result that we got kind of makes sense when you throw everything in there.
Do we even know if this had already been a scenario they walked through earlier in the day? Because there was lots of posts talking about how this woman had been following them around and trying to apprehend them all day. So if that's what they're doing, do we know that this same scenario didn't play out already earlier where they tried to apprehend her and she got away? And then like she did it again. She came back and now she's almost hitting them with a vehicle. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? So here's the entire issue. It was revealed later on that she had been following them around and harassing and stalking the ICE agents that were doing their job. Right? So that's one part of it. Also, they were giving her lawful orders and were trying to detain her. She was already being detained. She was already supposed to be arrested. That's the other thing. Now, we see a lot of these videos. Out there where people will either run away or they won't listen to lawful orders and then they get shot. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? Right. But now, since it's political, we have to see it one side or the other. We have to either see it as A, the guy's totally based for doing this, or B, this, like, the lady didn't do anything wrong. Right. And
the truth is somewhere in the middle.
The truth is somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just how it is. Loku says, I'm unsubscribing. You've lost all my respect. Fuck. Damn it, Loku. I don't know what I'll do without you, brother. You've lost my... Motherfucker, I don't even know you. It's like my dad calling me. You've lost all my respect. I'm like, fuck. Father, please. Father, don't leave. I love you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. Motherfucking random people think they like are like so important. This is the parasocial thing about the internet. Like people like will think they're so important. Like these random faceless people that are in comments. Like, I mean a lot. My opinion means a lot. I'm gonna say I'm subbed. That'll show them. Like, bro, I gained like 300 today. Like, Jesus, Loku, come on, don't leave me. Please don't leave, Loku. I don't know what I'll do. All right, anyways. First chat ever on here. That's what I'm saying. Every time I post a reel that even is remotely political, doesn't matter my political opinion on it. I could be left or right. Doesn't really matter. There's people that appear that say I'm on sub and wow, and I look at their profile and it says 1 comment on this channel history. 1 comment. I'm like, what the fuck, you bitch? You bitch. How could you? All right. Anyways.
That's another good point. Like Zach Diecast Manser said, I thought this was America. Can't we just ram cops with our vehicles and not get shot in this country?
I thought this was America.
You don't want to set a dangerous precedence either, right? So like in situations like this, why did she feel so comfortable like driving into an ICE agent? Like why did she feel comfortable doing that? Is it because people are getting away with it?
No, it's because, and here's the thing, and this is going to be, look, all right, guys, if Loku was pissed by the previous thing of me not even being conservative in that moment, this is really going to piss Loku off. So here's my thing, guys. Here's the thing. Democrat politicians are encouraging you. There was a video on it 2 months ago. All these leading Democrat politicians were encouraging people to disobey lawful orders from federal agents.
Oh, there's been a lot of that actually in history. Like
right. So that
the past couple decades.
The Democrats are openly telling citizens to disobey federal law enforcement. Now, whether or not you agree with them is one thing. I'm not trying to die today. So I don't do that shit. If a cop tells me something, I do whatever they say because I'm complying, because I ain't trying to die. I'm trying to live another day and speak my mind later if I disagree. But here's the thing. Democrat politicians are doing this, encouraging their people to get out, protest, attack, dox, assault, harass ICE agents, fight back. They say fight back. Get out on the streets and fight. Fight. When normal people hear fight, what do they expect? Fight ICE agents. Fight them, right? Why are Democrats saying this? The reason they're saying this is because they hope and they pray and they beg that their followers that for some reason care about them die in the street so they can get a more bolster their following and their support through outrage. They want their followers to be killed in the street so they can claim outrage and get a little more support. They are willing and able and openly saying, go fight ICE agents so you will likely die or some people will die as a result. And then Democrats can tweet about it and say, wow, this is really bad after inciting it. They are wanting you to die. It's literally Lord Farquaad going out there saying, some of you may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. If you have your political figures that you like and follow telling you to attack law enforcement or implying it, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you killed to be a martyr so they can claim outrage and get a little bit more support. It's fucking disgusting as shit, but that's what they're doing. 10 years ago, no one would have done that. They'd have been like, obey lawful orders, but protest peacefully. They're not like that anymore. They're like, go out there and fucking die so I can tweet about it and say I'm outraged about this.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, but I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, and it also it's kind of despicable, right? Because like these cops and these ICE agents, they're doing their jobs. That's like if you say if they get your order wrong at a restaurant, like don't tip your server or trip your server or with something like that, like harass your server. Like we would never do that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bad situation, man, and they're inciting it because they want people to die. And I know that sounds really morbid, but that's what they want to do. They're actively saying, Tim Walz said they're actively in a war with the federal government right now. He said that live. Like, you can't be saying that shit, because no one right or left should be inciting the people in their state or local area to attack law enforcement.
Right.
Because people are going to die. The politician telling you this, they're going to be in their mansion sipping on some fucking whiskey and watching this on TV and smiling. They're not out there dying with you. Don't listen to these people when they tell you to, if you want to go protest, peacefully protest. Hold up a sign, chant. That is protected speech, and that's cool, and I encourage that all day. But when politicians are telling you to actively and implying to attack and fight law enforcement and disobey lawful orders, do not heed that. Because when you die, your family's going to mourn, the politicians won't. Don't let them mind control you into that shit. And this works if Trump said that shit tomorrow. Do not do that. Do not go out and start attacking police. If Trump said, go out there, I promise it's going to be great, it's going to be the best ever fight, like fist fight police, fist fight, don't do that, because you will die and they'll use you as a prop to further their political movement. You think they give a fuck about you? Hell no. Tim Walz is saying this shit right now live after he just stole $10 billion from taxpayers. He could give two flying fucks if you live or die. Okay? So don't heed that shit. Never disobey lawful orders from police or federal agents. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you are on. If a politician tells you that, if a creator tells you that, ignore it and protest peacefully. You do not need to die because you're parasocially captured by a political fucking cycle. Don't do that. In 10 years, you won't remember this and it won't mean anything for you anymore. Don't get radicalized and go die for no reason. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Chai T says, these people have gone so long without facing accountability for actions they think they're morally justified, so the actions are legal. They are not. 100%. I was going to say that earlier. These people that are running away from cops and attacking cops and getting in the street and spitting on cops and catching a fucking felony? Are you kidding? Catching a felony? Don't spit on cops, brother. That's a felony. They're doing this because they saw on Twitter all these other people fighting. So they're like, oh, I can do that. No, you can't. You're parasocially captured. That's
what I was saying about why do they feel so comfortable with it. And there's going to be more and more violence on ICE agents and cops unless things like this happen. Should it have happened? I don't think so. I think there was definitely a different route to go to apprehend this woman. But at the same time, it's a slippery slope. And if they're getting attacked left and right, what are they supposed to do?
I don't think she should have been killed. I don't like that she was killed. Yeah. I think they should have acted in a better manner. But was he justified? Yeah, likely so. And that's the shitty part about this whole situation.
You also have to put yourself in his shoes too. Like,
yeah,
you're facing down the front end of a huge SUV with a woman that is like pumped the gas. Like, I don't know. I mean, like,
it's a bad situation.
It's an easy it's a situation that you can be in and easily make a gut wrench reaction and do the wrong thing.
Yeah,
right?
If I was in that situation, I would have likely done the same thing and I wouldn't feel good about it. And that's the issue.
I'm sure he doesn't feel good about it.
Right. Chai T says they're LARPing as martyrs to their cause. Exactly, yeah. Irakiah says empty lives fall prey to platitudes. God, you're such an intelligent man. He says it so eloquently. It's his Mexicanness in him. Thank you, Irakiah. I appreciate you. For an orange boy, I think it's the first one of the night. We're now a pink boy from a rainbow knot. My boy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, dude. And almost halfway to Naked Snake. Will we hit the first bikini of the year today? I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. Where did my boy go? Rakin has rated the Rumble stream. Thank you, Rakin. I appreciate you, brother. Where is it? Toys are alive. What the fuck is his name, brother?
You got cancer, Andy.
He got cancer and died, Andy. Why do you think you haven't seen Sid? Toys are alive says, do you obey conflicting orders? It depends on what you mean by that. What is the conflicting order, right? So that's the issue. Like, I don't know. I need more context. Like, are you saying if like a one cop is telling you to get on your knees and the other one's telling you to stand up, you just die in that situation. I've seen those videos. That sucks. But if you're saying like, are police officers ordering you to do one thing and then ICE is ordering you to do another, I wouldn't know a situation which would make that a possibility, right? Unless the cops are shooting at ICE agents, which that would be fucking crazy. So I don't think that would ever happen either. Anyways, let's continue here. So the fallout has been huge from this, and it's been online all day.
Ooh.
What?
Brian Suddenly Old said there are reports coming in that she actually hit an ICE agent on foot earlier that day.
Well, there you go. Now we don't know if that's true, but that would lead more credence to why they're reacting this way.
He
Because
got ran over. My ass isn't getting ran over. I'm pulling my gun. Yeah.
what happens if she speeds off recklessly and then she loses control of her car and drives into a living room and
Icy
kills 3 people?
conditions,
Yeah,
yeah.
like there's a lot of things you can look at, right? So that's why I'm saying, the officer's justified, but it just sucks. And the fact that she was hitting cars earlier, stalking them, following them, and hitting somebody on foot. I mean, these things all have to be considered. Now, will it change people on the left's mind? Of course not.
No.
Will it change people on the conservatives' minds? Of course not. But for people that want more information and think it's a bad situation all around, it really helps to kind of curate what you're thinking about this. But yeah, she was blocking traffic and all that earlier in the day. She was doing a lot of shit, man. So
it's embarrassing in retrospect, the people that end up being like martyrs. You know what I mean? Like when you think back on history, like imagine a couple decades from now, or from like George Floyd, a couple decades from now, when like tensions have cooled and like there's a whole generation of people that weren't like brainwashed into that specific scenario. Looking back and being like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, I do that all the time. I'll look back on times when I was like really politically motivated and I cringe. I'm like, why was I so passionate about that? Why did that mean so much to me back then?
Yeah.
Right. And that's that's why I'm telling people, like, if you get in situations where you feel like you want to go out and fight cops and shit, bro, like in 5 years, you won't even remember that. And it'll be a cringe memory. Don't do that. Don't die right now for that. And like you brought up George Floyd, very interesting martyr. The only legitimate martyr we've had in the last decade that I can think of is Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was a political figure. He was a public figure. He was relatively reasonable. I think he was going a long way in just bringing conversations. Now, I know a lot of people disagree with him. I disagree with him on a lot of the religious stuff. But as far as it goes back, like, he was just talking to people. Now, granted, obviously, there's people out there that like they disagree and think he deserves death. I don't understand that, but
when you think of the core values that make someone a good person, it's not based on their political viewpoints, right? But the left will have you think that, right?
Yeah.
But like when you look at his life and like how consistently he stood for what he stood for, whether you agree with it or not, and the actual like kindness and justness of a lot of the things that he preached, like objectively, Charlie Kirk was a good person.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Even if you disagree with him, objectively, he was a good person.
Now, here's
with
the
integrity.
Issue. The issue. People that are radicalized politically, left or right, but left, it's more socially acceptable for some reason to be politically like radicalized on the left. But people that are radicalized politically, they do not care how you are as a person. They just think your beliefs, whatever your beliefs are, means you're either evil or good. I have people all the time. So if you guys haven't been following my Facebook page has blown up to the moon. I'm getting millions of views a day on it, and I don't know why, but it's kind of cool. But I'm getting DMs now, a lot of them, of people that fucking detest me, and all I'm doing is showing a clip of Tim Walz getting booed, and I'm like, he stole $10 billion from taxpayers. Of course they're pissed. And people are mad that I'm even saying that. They're not mad at what I'm saying. They're mad that they think I'm politically aligned with somebody they're not, and that is what curates their belief on if I'm a good person or not. That's it. Oh, you're not on Tim Walz's side? That means you're not a Democrat. That means you're a bad person. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting I got a guy that wants me to die on Facebook today, right? I had somebody on YouTube comment on one of my shorts because my shorts are starting to blow up. I'm going to have my first 1 million view month on YouTube in years because of shorts. And I had somebody comment and was like, why are you like including yourself on so much negativity? And I'm like, ma'am, I'm not being a dick here, but I'm a content creator. I got somebody wanting me dead on Twitter the other day because I said Halo was more influential than Doom. This person wanted me dead because I said Halo, the video game, was more influential in 2007 than Doom. This person wanted me dead. It does not matter what I say online, what I believe, left, right, center. If I said I love everybody, it would not matter. People are going to comment wanting me dead because I'm a content creator, and there's thousands upon thousands of people seeing it. Every so often, you're going to get a few unhinged fucking people that have weird beliefs that want you dead over them. And that's on a bigger scale when people are radicalized politically. They'll just see, oh, you're conservative? I hate you. I want you dead. Oh, you're a Democrat? People on the conservatives do the same thing. Now, granted, they wish death less often, obviously, because they don't need death as a means to an end, because they don't see as death as a reasonable excuse to push themselves forward. Liberals do, because it's for the greater good, right? Sly-rah! The awfuls are finally seeing repercussions for their actions. They're not used to it. Affluential white female liberals. Oh, no. Yeah, man, I tell you what, white women, white liberals that are like 40 think they're more oppressed than women in the Middle East. Unironically. It's the weirdest thing.
I don't understand how people's perspective gets so skewed. Like, I know chronically online can cause some issues when you don't touch grass very often.
That's it. Yep.
But like, it's just so weird how warped and like twisted people can get.
That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying is, it's being chronically online. That is all of it. It's nothing else. They're chronically online. They're scrolling TikTok. TikTok curates through their algorithm what they want to see. And they're seeing all these people crying and saying Trump is evil, Trump is evil, Trump is evil. And they find themselves slowly starting to agree with it, get more radicalized. They shave their head. And then suddenly they're bought in, radicalized. That's all they do is scroll all day, and they make themselves pissed off. They find stuff to piss themselves off.
And I can't help but think that it's escapism, which would explain a lot, right? So like, people have this new it's not new. I mean, it's decades in the making, but this new outlet for escapism. And we've seen such a huge rise in like depression and, people not meeting their full potential, people being overweight. And I can't help but think that it's just an overall overarching problem, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're a good person in real life, or if you take care of your body, or if you take care of your business and, become a successful person, as long as online you are a good person and you're like fighting the good fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's total escapism.
You'll find people that tend to talk about how good of a person they are online tend to be really shitty in real life. I've met people through mutual friends that were the most negative, pessimistic, unfriendly people I've ever met, and they go online and talk about how good of a person they are and how much they love everybody. That's the thing. They think it's like certain Christians, and I'm not lumping people in, by the way, so don't think I am. Certain Christians I've met in the past would talk about Christian faith. They would go to church on Sunday and Wednesday, and they would be all about that shit when they're talking. But as soon as behind closed doors, they were hyper like prejudice, and they would drink their fill, and they would like have sex like out of wedlock. They would do all, or like not married. They would just do all the shit. They would sin constantly, and they were mean, and they wouldn't tip when they went out to eat. And the whole point is,
no one expects like Christians to be just like above sin, right? Like the whole point of Christianity is that everyone sins, but when you look at the baseline and you look at some Christian people just like completely not even making the baseline, that's what you're talking about.
No, what I'm talking about is the fact of the matter is they've already done their good deed. So here's how I look at things. Like if I'm talking to Sean and he's like, man, I want a thumbnail. And I'm like, dude, I'll make you a thumbnail. And I make him a thumbnail. I feel good about it. He likes it. He laughs at it. I'm like, I'll send you the thumbnail. I'm going to help you. I'll send you this. And I'll have people reaching out for advice from like dieting and stuff. I like to talk to people about stuff. And I'm like, it makes me feel good to like think I'm imparting something on somebody. But people that maybe they go to church, and this is just a few people. This is not everybody, obviously. But there's people that will go to church and they'll give their time to church. Their 2 hours to church on Sunday. And they're like, I did the good thing, therefore I can treat everybody else like fucking garbage, right? They did the good thing. And that's the parallel I'm drawing to people that all they do is talk about how morally good they are online. They're just so morally good. They love everybody. They care about everybody. This is an outrage. It's an outrage. So they get offline. They've done their good deed. They showed everybody they're good, and now they treat everybody like shit in real life. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways,
Yeah, I remember my mom used to have this thing she would say, like we'd get out of church and we'd be in the car on the way home and like me or my brother would be cranky or like sassy or something. And she would say, now we just left church and this is how you're acting. And I remember I turned that around on her once. I did. It's a bad idea on my part. Got my ass whooped, I'm sure. But she was being really cranky and yelling at us. And I'm like, Mom, we just left church.
Yeah.
She didn't like that.
Timotheus, my boy, says Handmaid's Tale is based off of Middle East, isn't it? Yes. So it's based off of, I think, Afghanistan. I think it's loosely based off Afghanistan and Islam.
I don't know. Like the Margaret Atwood is very radicalized, and I don't know that she actually based it off of. I think let's Google.
I researched it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've already that. This is not a mystery. It's
okay. You already. I thought you were questioning it. You sounded questioning.
It's loosely based off of Islam, but obviously, when you make a TV show about it and you got to base it off of conservatives and how evil they are, because that's what it was kind of trying to do. Now, I will say the first couple of seasons were great. I loved it.
Just like what they did with Animal Farm. Yeah.
Well, I think they did it better on Handmaid's Tale for sure. But Animal Farm is bullshit. But no, Handmaid's Tale was good until she she finally escapes, and then she's like, never mind at the very end and goes back. I'm like, fuck this show. I just watched her escape for 12 episodes, and now she's gonna like never mind and leaves. But fuck this show. I didn't watch it after that. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to watch this anymore. What the hell am I watching? I just watched you escape for 12 episodes, and I'm stressed out. And you get to the van, and you're like, never mind. I'm like, fuck this. I never watched it again. I'm like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. Why did I even watch the first 12 episodes? Otto Ramel! Oh my God! With a red boy, we got 320 people watching. Make sure you guys like the show in honor of Otto Ramel. He says, I hate everybody. Well, you better not hate me or Rush or Geddy Lee or Atlas Lobster. Come on, brother.
There's also that like Jack Ryan show on I think it's on Netflix, and they talk about Venezuela before all the stuff went down with Venezuela, and they referred to the powers in Venezuela as nationalists, not communists.
Yeah, well, or socialists. That's what they do. Yeah, brother. That's what they do. You got to do it. I mean, the people in Hollywood, people making films, they're liberals, so they're going to make everything in liberal coded. You know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Otto. Unless you're watching Landman, what a base show. Fucking love it.
I really liked Handmaid's Tale. It's very rough to watch. And I know that they're trying to push that it's a conservative narrative.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can easily see past that and just watch it and make your own assumptions about what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah. Big shout out, boys. Big shout out. Yeah, with Rumble, we have over 400 people watching. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Landman is great because they shit on like liberals a little bit. Like when he's like, what is the grandpa's like, what's the view? And he's like, oh, it's a bunch of ladies, millionaire ladies talking about how oppressed they are. And he's like, that sounds unwatchable. And he's like, it's not. He's like, it is. It's I don't remember. It was funny, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, Otto. We love you, buddy. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Sly Rice says, Cody, did you see Trump proposing stopping corporations from buying single-family homes and BlackRock stock already dropped? Yes, but guess what? I've seen zero liberals talk about it today. You know what I see liberals saying all the time? I can't believe corporations are just buying up all these houses. This is bullshit. This is evil. Corporate America, blah, blah. And then like Trump does something like he's proposing getting corporations out of buying single-family homes. And where's the liberals at? Where are they at?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
I was watching one of those like MAGA minute reels the other day. And they were talking about like how the economy is better and the price of goods is down.
Yeah.
And inflation is pulled back from like 9% to 2.7% under Trump's administration. Almost back to where it was when he last was in office.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny because there were several people in the crowd like disagreeing and like talking about like how like what is Trump going to do about the economy, or like, you know, the Democratic Party is better for the economy.
Well, here's the issue is, I mean, okay, so for a good example of this is in 90 minutes, Trump went out there, put an operation together with Delta Force, got Maduro and his wife, got the oil before China and Russia and Iran, and did it in 90 minutes with very low casualties, zero casualties on the American side. That's a net good, I think. and you see liberals are overwhelmingly not supporting it, and they're also shaming Venezuelans that are celebrating. So that's one thing. Now, if you just swapped out Trump, let's say Kamala Harris won, and you remove Trump, put Kamala Harris in it, and she did the exact same thing, they would overwhelmingly be cheering about it. That's that. So and none of it means anything, and none of it makes sense. None of it matters.
Yeah.
Thank you, PS2 Chopper, for your 5 gifted memberships. Somebody in the chat said watch Pluribus. I watched all of Pluribus, and they could have taken 4 episodes out, and nothing would have changed.
Yeah, I didn't like the pace.
God, there's like nothing happening for 4 episodes. It's just like walking around doing weird stuff. Like it's very interesting though. It's very interesting. But there's like 4 episodes where nothing happens, and I'm like, can we move stuff along?
And I got the premise. Some of the like long-standing episodic, plots, like the guy coming from South America to meet her. Like, I understood the point of that was to show just how much effort he put in to get there. And then when he gets there, it's like she's kind of like giving him the middle finger.
That was my favorite part of the show, was just him fucking trekking through the woods and shit. Like,
right. But that could have been like, it could have been half an episode instead of an entire episode.
Watching her like drink wine and then walk around and then play a little golf and then walk around and then eat some dinner and then walk around. I'm like, fuck,
that was awful.
Stop.
Yeah.
Do something. I get it. There's no one there. This is weird. God, Jesus, fuck. Anyway, but I enjoyed it relatively. But anyways, I voiced that opinion on Twitter and people wanted me dead. They're like, you're just stupid and you don't understand it and you have a Gen Z rot brain. And I'm like, what the fuck? I like the show. God, I'm just saying pacing kind of sucks. Jesus, God. You're supposed to say you love it. You love it more than anything. And if you don't, I'll kill you. It's like, Jesus, fuck, bro.
I have Gen Z rot brain a little bit. It's really hard for me to watch slow-paced movies nowadays, like especially older movies. And then you got movies like modern movies like Moonfall that is just like the most ridiculous shit. Every scene is just like blah, 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 like wild and like some crazy shit's happening and it's really fast paced. I love Moonfall.
I like Moonfall because of how stupid it is.
Yeah.
Like they just get in the fucking giant space shuttle and just take off like it's a car.
Yeah.
Even though it takes like a week of preparation, but it's fine. Let's ignore that. Let's just take off into space.
Yeah. And they're in that car and the gravity is like wonky
they're
because
ramping,
the moon is close. They're just like ramping from like chunk to chunk.
I loved it. Thought it was fantastic. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, God, I love this stupid shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Sorry, guys. I'm getting here's the.
I want to watch it, but I can't because after we get off here, I have to go to sleep.
Yep. We're 200 from Nugget Snake already, boys. 200 from Nugget Snake. One pink boy from a Rainbow Night. Thank you guys for all the love. Venmo, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Super Chats, and Rumble Wallet all count towards, and Ko-Fi. Shit, I forgot Ko-Fi. Mick's not in here to put the links in the chat, so unfortunately, no one knows. Oh, no, Mick is in here. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry, Mick. I love you. All right, here we go. Now, here's what you don't do. You don't block roads. This is the issue, man. You just don't block roads.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking up here. You're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Don't block roads, because blocking roads is only going to lead to more situations for you to be a martyr. You know, I know it sounds really cool for you to be a martyr, but it really doesn't. Trust me. I'm sure your family doesn't want that. Don't block roads. You just peacefully protest it. I mean, we already have that right. Just do that. I don't get it. You know, I just don't understand. You know, and then the fact that they're not protesting Tim Walz right now is insane to me. Like, Tim Walz is the reason all of this is happening, and it seems like no one, I guess because he has a D beside his name, they don't care. I'm like, Tim Walz needs to be protested. They need to be at the governor's mansion being like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? You know, that dude's not helping. He stole from you. He stole from everybody, and now he's over here trying to act like a moral god. Fuck that guy. Get him out of there. How is he not resigned? You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying. Terrifying. But at any rate, interesting.
We have seen Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, Welcome to Derry was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
There was a lot of
racial.
Yeah,
themes.
now I explained it to myself through the power of Pennywise and his influence.
Right.
But it was like Maine. It's like Maine in the 60s, and we're supposed to believe that like everyone hates black people. I'm like, it's Maine, brother.
I mean, like rural Maine.
It's Maine, but
it's kind of bumpkiny.
Sure, but they were treating it like it was Birmingham, Alabama in the 60s, bro. Now, here's the thing though. I just told myself it was Pennywise's influence.
Yeah, because they talked about how like his gunk in the water, like his like his pheromones or whatever in the water made people aggressive and violent.
That's what I tell myself to make myself like not feel like it's like trying to be overtly woke. But it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But that like the cabin scene where they just literally were blowing random black people's heads off.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is what made that acceptable was the fact that they did not hold back. It was like a black lady running, and then her shoulders was just empty of a head and just squirting. And I was like, "Oh,
yeah, it was wild."
So I was like, "Oh well, maybe all right, maybe okay," because they're not like shying away; they're going all in, right? San Aran says anyone who says your skin tone has anything to do with your conviction is un-American. Thank you, San Aran. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming in strong with that $5 super chat. Oh yeah, let's see what Stephen A. Smith has to say about this bullshit. Thank you, boys. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, by the way, and Instagram. Instagram's been blowing up. It's been really weird to see that, too. My Instagram out of nowhere is going viral. Yes, PS2 Chopper. I got you on there, by the way. I saw you said that. All right. Let's continue, boys. If you're on Rumble, make sure you hit the Rumble stream. Make sure you're active in chat on Rumble for the boys so I can have you in here because I have the chat on StreamYard for the first time, and it's fun to see. So let's see what Steven says.
I saw the video on numerous occasions. And seeing what transpired, from a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified.
Yep.
From a humanitarian perspective, however, why did you have to do that? If you could move out the way, that means you could have shot the tires. That means you could have got her a few feet away after you shot the tires. And if you weren't successful in doing that, you could have got her down the road. You didn't have to do that. She wasn't driving down the road coming at you 90 miles an hour. She was parked in the middle of the street. And rather than get out the car, she wrongfully tried to drive off and wrongfully disregarded law enforcement official, which is exactly what ICE is.
I agree with all this. The only thing I don't agree with is shooting the tires. I feel like that's like a weird movie thing.
Also, it's a catch-22 because say he had moved out of the way.
The cop.
The cop had moved out of the way. She was being erratic. He would be responsible for anybody she hit or hurt.
Yep.
After fleeing the scene too.
Yep.
Now, I still agree with everything he said. I just think that it's also, I just think there's a lot of facets to the issue.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, 100%. I've heard so many tales where like cops pull someone over and they let them go and it turns out they were a drunk driver and they later kill somebody.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, it's really hard.
It's a sucky situation, right?
Yeah.
Danny Box says
I wouldn't want to be a cop.
No. Danny Box says, conservatives blocked the Seattle road with their unapproved protest organizing call this. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't block the road. I'll never understand why people block roads and then they get hit by cars and they're like, everybody's like, wow, what happened? I'm like, you're in the fucking road, boys. God damn. I ain't getting in no damn road. Hell no. They're like, hey, come get in the street with me. I'm like, no, ma'am. Is the street blocked off? They got blocked off? No, they're not blocked off. Yeah, I'm not getting in the street. I'll stand on the sidewalk. I'll stand 8 feet away and chant with you. I ain't getting in the street, boys. Not with cars going by. You guys are wild. Thank you, Danny Walk. I'll never understand that. The street thing. I'll never get it. They're like, oh, we're doing better. No. You're just putting yourself in harm's way. You know, everybody thinks they're a freedom fighter because they can post a video on Twitter saying that they fought the power, you know, but we don't actually know where their actual like allegiances lie. That's the issue. 190 from Naked Snake, a pink boy from a rainbow night, boys. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Let's pull up the next one. So there's obviously riots and protests happening. None of these people have jobs, I guess. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, right in his face. You know what's really sad about this? This is going to be a spicy take, but these people wanted, like, they want to die. Like they're praying they get shot so they can be the next person that's the attention grabber, the martyr.
They want to feel special.
Well, the whole reason that they're all out here is let's assume like some of these people aren't being paid, or let's say none of them are. The reason they're out here is because they are so politically and like socially captured that they're out here, and they're like they're probably they wouldn't even mind if they got shot, because they're like, okay, now I'm the person that pushed this movement even forward.
They're out here being fodder for
illegal
on the side of illegal immigrants who would not do the same for them too. So it's like you are literally killing yourself for people that don't care about you.
Would you? Well, it's the suicidal empathy. I mean, look, do you see any Somalians in this arm in arm with all these people? Right. No, they don't give a fuck. It's all 20 to 35-year-old white people. For some reason that are all out of shape. I don't know why, but just a thing I noticed. And they're all out here protesting the fact that Somalians have been committed fraud, and now they're getting deported, which is a good thing. And they're actively protesting this when these Somalians would rob the fuck out of them if they had the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
and they did.
They fucking did.
They already robbed them. They're literally on the side of people taking and stealing money from them.
But it's being posed as a moral argument. Therefore, they have to side on what is the moral argument. You know, Wasso Banel says, what is sad is Renee Nicole, who was the lady that was shot, looked like a cute girl brainwashed by her manly looking wife. What the fuck? I bet the manly wife turned her into a faller for this. Yeah, well, I'm not her, but I've seen a lot of people get they change all their political opinions to match their wife and or husband, whoever they marry. And it's always kind of cringe when I see that. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a friend that's hyper based and they start dating a short haired girl. And then like within a month, they're like, you're a bigot. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, brother? You were like saying MAGA LOL like a month ago. And now you're like, you got pink hair and you're calling everybody a bigot. Is it just so you can have sex with your girlfriend? Like maybe you should just find a different girlfriend that doesn't require you to be politically motivated and socially motivated in all of her belief structures to have sex with her. Sly Rye says he's armchair quarterbacking while he had a split second. If you watch in slow-mo, her tires were turned towards him. They spun. She hit him. Then she turned away as if the road was dry. As if the road was dry, he would be dead. Yes, Lyra, I agree. Thank you. I mean, it's completely justifiable, right? I mean, I don't think that's being argued. I mean, I'm sure it's being argued by some people, but it's not being argued here. The issue is like he said, I kind of wish it wouldn't have happened. All right. But there's also there's a lot of variables here. Variables being that she did do a lot of stuff earlier in the day that everybody's finding out about that led to those tensions being increased, I think. Oof. You got boys. Yep. See, these people are blocking the road and ICE are trying to get in to do their job. Yeah, you're going to get pepper spray, boys. You're, what is it called? Obstructing justice?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, like this dude, what are you doing? You going to hit by a truck? Don't do it. You know? Just don't do it.
Yeah.
You're obstructing justice. Like, don't do it. Don't die. You don't have to die for these causes, man. Like, you can believe and you can peacefully protest. You don't have to die for it, man. Because like I said, in 5 years, none of this will have mattered. And then if you were dead, it's going to seem really silly at the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just wish these people wouldn't go out here and try to attack or do anything to ICE agents and then get themselves killed. When in actuality, they're just politically radicalized for this month over this current thing. And next month, it's going to be a different thing. And like, you died for no reason.
Aren't they tired? I would be so tired.
Well, they ain't got jobs, brother. You know, they're out here on a damn Wednesday morning. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Oh
know
my
why.
God.
There's something really like it's just strangely comedic timing about them just being like, psst. Like it's something really weirdly comedically timing about that. Just like, psst. It was rotten face. Gotcha. They're chanting Nazi. Nazi doesn't work anymore. You got to move. I think the only thing that works now is like pedo. Like that's what they have to say now. That's the only thing that kind of holds a little weight. Nazi's been
Someone
over.
threw something through the back of their windshield.
Yeah, they better. No, I don't think. I think that was a glare. No, that's where the snow was scraped off from the little thingy.
Oh.
I feel like if they would have broke the back window, somebody's getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
What'd he say? Brings back memories. What the hell? What's he talking about? That brings back memories. Like, of what, sir? What are you talking?
Probably the George Floyd riots.
Maybe. I don't know. That was more of a looting thing than anything. The weirdest thing with the George Floyd riots were like there was people in the neighborhood that were like, please don't loot my place. I agree with you guys. They're like, we don't give a fuck. And they just looted anyway. I'm like, damn. Rest in peace, boys. No, I'm on your side. No, you ain't,
Doesn't
baby.
matter.
No, you ain't. My side wants a 42-inch flat screen, buddy.
Get out of their way. Get out of their way. Hey, let the vehicle leave. You guys are breaking families, man. You can't be doing that.
You can't be breaking the families away. It's like this is not your concern, sir.
How many of their family did they already leave when they came to the U.S. illegally? You know what I'm saying? Because most of them left large portions of their families to get here.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You're breaking families up. I'm like, bro, these fucking people. Well, now I don't know about this guy's taxes, but like $9 billion in taxes, man. Come on, brother. Come on. Like what? Like you got to understand what you're defending here. Like you're defending fraud, and when you defend fraud, your whole movement loses pace. Like I look at it from like a salesman perspective. If I'm trying to get people on my cause, I'm trying to get away from things that hurt the cause. And these people keep finding themselves defending. They're defending looters. They're defending fraud. They're defending all these things they shouldn't be defending. That only hurts their cause. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't make sense to me. And then you see like a Democrats' approval rating closing in on single digits for the first time in recorded history. And they're like, "How is this happening?" I'm like, "Because you're siding with shit that has no support, and it just hurts." Like 80-something% of people are in favor of voter ID laws. 80% of it's bipartisan, brother. And you have fringe groups who are like, no, like you're going to lose support because normal people are like, fuck this, man. Like, I don't believe in any of this. Right. Like it'd be different if ICE was coming in here and taking random people out of their homes that have no charges, no priors or anything, but they're going in and removing people that are directly involved in this Somali fraud, you know, and the Somali fraud's bad. It's your tax dollars. Now, I don't know if these people are paying taxes or whatnot. And maybe they don't give a fuck. You know, I mean, typically they support more taxation, which I'll never understand. Sly Rice says, PDH, you're tired because you deal with this and have other things in your life. This is all they have. So they live for it, not realizing they may die instead.
Sounds about right.
Maybe it has something to do with like old warriors, like preferring to die in battle. Like that's kind of like the fulfillment they get from this.
I feel like these people cannot possibly be descended from those kinds of genes.
They're not like the Vikings. No, you know, I mean, I'm just saying maybe that's a similar sense of fulfillment, right? That's all I'm saying.
They want to die for something before they die from being obese.
Oh, you bigot.
To be fair, a lot of the people in this video aren't actually obese.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
They're doing good. Well, I mean, they are outside.
Yeah.
the scene where confrontation was building for John, as we can now see on video, was building for a matter of minutes. Not exactly sure how long that went on, but clearly we saw tear gas and pepper spray deployed as those ICE agents who were driving in trucks were starting to be blocked by what appeared to be a quickly growing crowd of protesters who were clearly stepping in front of the vehicles, trying to stop the vehicles from.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, and I have to look at it from my perspective. If now, obviously, there's legalities around it, but if I'm just driving and you get in front of my truck, like if I am well within my right, I'm just gonna keep going. Now, let me look at it actually from a literal perspective. If I'm driving my truck and I'm driving down the street, or driving through, down, fucking the interstate or something, and there's a group of protesters and they're like banging on people's windows and stuff and they're blocking the road, I am going to keep going.
See, here's the
I'm
thing.
not going to die. I'm not going to die for some weird protest. I'm going to keep going, and you can judge me in court because I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to fucking stop in the interstate.
And here's the thing. If this works, if blocking the roads works, it's just going to make more people do it. More people get hurt, So it's almost like they have to not let it work, right? It puts more people in danger if they let it work.
Yeah. Vor says, I live in South Minnesota. The boring parts, the entire city metropolitan area is all horseshit. Doesn't represent the actual majority of folks in the state. Well, that's the issue. Is you can say the same thing about Tennessee. Like Tennessee is like a normal ass, reasonable place, kind of like playing fiddles and eating some barbecue. But if you go to Nashville is like hyper liberal. So much so that the lady that was running for the seat in Tennessee, one of the seats in Tennessee, said openly that she hates Nashville. She hates the people in Nashville. She hates country music, and she hates women that go to Nashville and wear cowboy hats. And she still won the city of Nashville. She didn't win the surrounding areas, so she lost ultimately, but she still won Nashville after saying she fucking hated those people, and they still voted for her. So it doesn't matter. Like, they don't care what you say as long as you got the D beside your name. And probably, conservatives are the same way to a degree, I think.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually true for the entire United States.
Yeah.
The Democratic populaces are all in big cities. Like when you look at the counties map, and I feel like that's got to be indicative. They'll say it's indicative of not being very intelligent, not being very successful because, these people live in the country. I think it's a matter of who's touched grass and who hasn't. Right.
Danny Box says Tennessee is not a reasonable place. Do you live in Tennessee? Where are you at from? Where are you from in Tennessee, Danny Box? You might know more. What? Fucking people know where I live.
I know Memphis sucks.
Yeah, I've never been to Memphis. So I can say that. Biggest Dickus, what's up? Civil War. Hell yeah. Michael says we're gonna disagree a lot tonight. I believe this was murder. Why do you believe it was murder? So my opinions around it is I wish it wouldn't have happened. I wish an alternative method was used. Now, obviously, in the way that they're taught to deal with things, they're not going to shoot out tires. That's a movie thing. That's not a law enforcement thing. That's a movie thing. That's not a thing that they do. As far as what he did, it's justified. He's not going to get prosecuted. But I wish it wouldn't have happened. I wish there was a better way that it could have been done. But also there's a lot of stuff coming out about how she was doing a lot of shit that day. She hit a person earlier in the day. She was stalking and harassing people all day. She was blocking roads. So maybe tensions just got in the way. I don't know, man. I don't think it's a good look. But also
it definitely looks bad.
But also it's by law it's justified. She went towards him. She had her wheels pointed towards him. She moved forward. That's all it takes. She had a
deadly weapon.
That's all it takes.
A vehicle.
If you aim a gun at somebody, and if you just aim a gun at somebody, they can blow your head off, and they're not going to get prosecuted, right? Because it's self-defense, especially if it's law enforcement. Also, disobeying lawful orders and shit like that. Like you're in a position where if you do anything, you're fucked because there's just so many things leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? I just wish. Like she said, I wish like they could have got her down the road. But then again, what if she would have fucking hit somebody while she got away? I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dana Box says, I've stayed there frequently. I know it well enough to know it's not for me. And in my opinion, not a reasonable place unless you're MAGA. Yeah, you're radicalized as fuck, Dana Box. I've been all over Tennessee. Like literally all over Tennessee, including Nashville, which I don't really care for Nashville because it seems like Las Vegas but shittier. And Tennessee is a cool ass, just laid back place where people just mind their own business.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even like encountered politics or like people talking politics anytime I vacationed there. So
I think what happened is Danny Vox drove down the road and saw a Trump store and was like, "This isn't for me."
Yeah, there's all those like random Trump stores. That is true, and kind of they're a joke too, though, right? So
fuck. See, my vape's dead. It's like clockwork. It's always like clockwork.
Here's the charger.
The Minnesota AG are looking to prosecute him. They won't. They can't. They can't legally prosecute him. What the hell are you doing right now? No, it's what are you? Gatlinburg's great. I love Gatlinburg. No, they're not going to prosecute him. Minnesota's not. If he was going to get prosecuted, it'd be in a federal court, and they're not going to prosecute him because it was self-defense. It's clear on the video. It doesn't matter how radicalized you are per party. It's on video. It's not gonna happen. You know. She was expressing her. Michael, you're fucking trolling me right now, right? Expressing your First Amendment right to drive towards police officers, block roads, disobey lawful orders. That's not a First Amendment right. Okay, I can't get pulled over for having a fucking flat tire and hitting a pedestrian and then be like, nope, you can't arrest me, and try to drive off and then punch the cop and do all these things and be like, oh, it's my First Amendment. It's freedom of speech. What the fuck are you talking about right now? What do you... My First Amendment right means I don't have to obey the law at all. What does it say in the Constitution? First Amendment right? You do not have to obey the law for any reason at any time.
Lesser logic.
The fuck are we talking about?
Lesser logic is hitting on the correct point. They told her to get out of the car. She was already past the point.
She was being detained, bro. Yeah,
she was being detained.
It's over.
She was fleeing.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, what's up, Rach? How you doing, brother? Oh my God.
Tennessee is not full. All the major cities are full though. But I was looking at like lots of land in Tennessee, and they're in the rural areas. There's so many like really good lots of land for cheap that have fiber internet too. I think we should just build a compound and start our cult.
Rage is saying, please don't move here, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I know, but he also is probably talking about the actual areas where people typically live.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like an hour from Huntsville in the Tennessee line, like to the left or right. There's like just whole chunks of land and lots.
Michael says she was fleeing. They wanted to arrest her, but she was leaving. So, okay, hold on, Michael. Are you telling me, because I might not know the law, okay? Are you telling me if I'm being detained, as long as I get away, I'm free to leave? Because if that's true, that's good knowledge to have for the future.
That's what
Sorry, bro, I'm out. Like, you can't arrest me.
That's what I was saying.
Damn, he got away.
Like,
Fuck.
you can't set a dangerous precedent where someone can jump in a car and dangerously and recklessly drive away from, like, you know, consequences.
Damn it, he got away. I guess we'll drop the charges. That's pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny. Am I being detained? Do not redeem. 175 until Naked Snake.
If she had gotten out of the car and they had arrested her, she would have been out same day and probably not even received charges. They probably would have been dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking look, if I'm going to give anybody any advice, do not listen to Michael OPTV. If you're giving lawful orders by law enforcement, whether it's federal or state or local, who gives a fuck? If you're getting lawful orders from a law enforcement agent or officer, comply. Don't fucking die. That's stupid. Stop trying to die for it. Stop trying to think that you, for some reason, don't need to obey lawful orders. That is the law. If you're given lawful orders, obey them and then fight it in court or get out and keep pushing for whatever your belief structure is. Left or right, don't fucking die. Don't disobey lawful orders. Get arrested and fight it in court and plead your case and keep pushing towards your belief structure, because you do so much more good for whatever you believe by still being alive for it. It's insane. It's insane to me. Never disobey lawful orders. I don't understand this rhetoric that like liberals are putting out there that you're okay. You can just disobey lawful orders. As long as it's federal, you can disobey it now because I don't like Trump. Are you fucking insane? Are you insane? Tell that to the bullet. Like, a bullet don't care, brother. Like, what are you doing? Insane. Holy Ozone with a $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, by the way, we're one pink boy from a rainbow knot, and that'll get us almost to Naked Snake. Can you feel it? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, thank you. Appreciate
Clearly, we watch a lot of Meat Canyon.
That was just a SpongeBob quote.
Well, yeah, but it's also in that one video.
Good show. Jolly good show indeed. Like the show, boys. We're almost to 300 likes. I appreciate you guys for all your love. Brian says, why did she suddenly fly in from Colorado to do this? I don't know. Everybody be flying in. I was telling Nick that. I was like, you need to go to Minneapolis and fucking live stream this from your phone, brother. And he's like, I ain't trying to die. And I'm like, all right, well, never mind. I'm like, man, that'd be a good show. You know? Raging Rhino. What's up, buddy? What up, buddy? All right. Let's continue, boys. Let us move on. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Did you hear the Minneapolis mayor? The Minneapolis mayor is irrelevant. He's a federal agent. Doesn't matter, man. Like you're gonna have to look at this not from a like through the lens of like what political party you care about more, right? What it boils down to is it's clear and on camera. Somebody that was detained, given lawful orders, accelerated towards a law enforcement officer. It is over. There is no argument. He will not be prosecuted, and it's not going to happen in Minnesota. Doesn't matter. The Minneapolis mayor does not have jurisdiction over the federal government. That's not a thing. So it doesn't matter. And none of that matters. What you're watching and you're repeating is called political theater. Okay, like that one guy, that Jacob Frey guy, that's the mayor that does all of his speeches in Somali and dances like with Somalian flags, but he's like a white guy, fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? So he told ICE to get the fuck out of the city. Well, I guess that's all he need to know there. Thank God for that, right? At least he told ICE to leave. Therefore, they have to leave, right? Strong Opinion says, time for a reminder of Chris Rock's video, how to not get your ass kicked by the police. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Strong Opinions. I love you. I appreciate you. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT, my man. You're the GOAT. I don't know why this pink boy isn't showing up in StreamYard. There it is. Slosher with a pink boy. It's a rainbow night. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, my friends. I love you, and I appreciate you. That's like 30. What is that? 30 plus? That's like 390. All right, 390. All right, cool. I'm trying to do the math. It's really hard to do the math. That's probably not right. No, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, that puts us 110 away from naked snake. Thank you, Slosher. He says that's the way it works in Canada. The cop said, I'm under arrest, and I say, oh, sorry, bud, I can't let you do that right now, and they just let me go. JK, we arrest people for hurty words here.
Hurty words.
Damn, brother. Damn. All right. Anyways, Stanley's had lead. I don't even know what that is.
Stanley Cups.
Brian suddenly says Tim Walz said he might activate the National Guard against ICE. I don't know if a civil war is going to work out, brother. That'd be interesting to watch. I'm just glad I'm not there. Richard says, no money, but I love. Will you fight milk for love? Nope. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Oh, my God. Anyways. Michael says it happened in Minneapolis. The state can charge him with a state crime. So what you're saying is you're definitely looking at this only from a political lens of whatever party you support. So you're saying, even though it was self-defense, the state's just going to charge him anyway because I hate Trump, right? Is that what you're saying? Even though it's clearly self-defense. No one's arguing that. Well, obviously, I guess you're arguing that. But no one's really arguing that. Like, no lawyer is arguing that. No defense lawyer. None of them are arguing. They're all saying, yeah, that's what happened. But here's why I think it was wrong. Like Stephen A. Smith said the same thing. You're saying they should just charge him anyway because Trump bad, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here, right? Trump bad, therefore charge this guy because I don't like Trump. Unfortunately, that doesn't hold up in a court of law. I don't think it would. But at any rate, I watched a full breakdown from a self-defense lawyer recently, like today, about this. Oh my God.
I'm fighting for my life over here, guys.
Fighting for your life. Yeah, I don't know why you're suddenly sick right now.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just
you can't get the flu twice in a row.
It's residual from you being sick earlier.
Maybe.
Like, I mean, sometimes I'll feel like I'm completely saved, and then all of a sudden I'm just sick again. I'm just sick again. Oh,
it says you can get the flu back to back.
No. All right. Anyways, $100 from Naked Snake. Let's look at this video. Where are they going? It says you're watching the Minneapolis community converging on the city courthouse right now after ICE Nazis murdered a woman. ICE Nazis murdered a woman in her own car today. This is how we do it, comrades. Death to fascism, death to America. Okay, cool. Interesting caption. Minneapolis courthouse? Are they mad at Minneapolis too? I'm so confused. Michael was talking about how Minneapolis was like totally going to take everybody downtown, but like these protesters are going after Minneapolis, which I support. I think they should be going to Minneapolis and going to the courthouse in Minneapolis for sure. Now, as far as breaking in and beating people up, probably not that. Like forcing themselves in, because then you're starting to get along the lines of what people called was the worst day ever, even worse
January
than 9/11.
6th.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's
Everybody's so.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I do think they should be protesting Tim Walz and protesting Jacob Frey and protesting Minnesota in general, because Minnesota is a fucking shit show right now. All right. Does this spinny door not lock? Why are these people having to hold it?
I think they are locking it.
What's up, Artist Sphinx? After like a minute of this, I'm like, all right, what are we doing now? What are we doing next? We just beating on the door now? Like, we gonna do anything? We're just chilling.
Here's your purple hair girl. Oh, now they're fighting each other.
No, this guy's going overboard and kicking the window in, and this guy's trying to stop him because he's like, oh shit, we're gonna get arrested.
Oh God.
Yep, you goof now. You done fucked up. That's a smart dude right there.
Yeah.
That dude right there. This dude knows how to protest. He's a smart dude, and he gets guys going fucking overboard and gonna get them all arrested and attacked. And he's like, bro, no, you're gonna get fucking arrested and attacked. This is not how you do it.
I heard a crash though. Did he break it?
Yeah. Something broke. What's up, Jamaican McCrazy? There you go. Now it's an insurrection. Who got the whistle? Sorry, I lost my voice earlier today. I'm gonna blow this whistle in the same rhythm.
Oh, he did break it.
Yeah, he broke the window. Now you're fucked. That guy will probably get arrested later.
It is on video.
Yeah, you done goof, brother. Can't be doing that stuff, unfortunately. You can't be breaking shit. You got to peacefully protest. I would argue what they were doing was bordering. It was a little bordering a little bit off of not being peaceful anymore. But still, yeah, once you break the window, you're done. It's gotta be peaceful, man. All right. Beep, 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 beep. There's like 50 people. How can you not control that crowd? Because it takes is one person going crazy because they're getting amped up. Their testosterone be flying off the roof. You know what I'm saying? They're tripping balls. They just want some more. There's not that many people there. You know what I saw earlier, Dantas, on Rumble? I saw an overhead like shot of the protesters in Minneapolis, and it was like 27 people, and then the rest of the street was empty. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, but the cameras were like focused in front of them. It was very strange. You know, and to be fair, like I said earlier, a lot of people don't support this fraud because keep in mind, that's what this is all based in. It's based in the Somali fraud that's been brought on by politicians just giving money out like candy. And that's why they are losing federal funding. And a lot of people aren't okay with this. Taxpayers in Minnesota do not want this. So
what about the people that legitimately need that money too? Because it's like, it's not just the money that was going to fraud. It was all the daycare subsidies for normal people too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you had buildings that were like probably like 20,000 square foot that had 60 businesses registered to it that were getting all the benefits, and there was like nobody there. It was fucking weird, man. So yeah, like people are pissed. That's probably why there's not an ass ton of people protesting, and probably a lot of them flew in or traveled in to do so. I would imagine anyway, right? So, but that's whatever. $110 till Naked Snake. Let's move on. Let's pull up this one right here.
Tyler Durkee, I love deer sausage.
I am just going to go ahead and say that this lady's going to have a weird opinion just because of her face. I hope I didn't just judge this lady, but
I watched the video, y'all. I watched the fucking video. The news is gonna say she tried to ram them. She most certainly did not. They ran at her car, holding on to their guns, and then they shot her when she tried to drive away. She wasn't trying to ram anyone. She was trying to get away from a dangerous situation, and now she's fucking dead.
is this Michael OP? Is this you, Michael OPTV, right now?
Oh my God, she's unhinged, and I'm not even sure if she's.
I think this is a troll. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a troll.
Hey, I mean, she's probably getting lots of views on TikTok.
Yeah.
So.
If you are okay with the fact that they're gunning people down in the streets, in the suburbs of Minneapolis, then you're not a freedom fighter. You're a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, let's keep saying Nazi. That definitely works. Nazi's totally gonna keep working. You lost that one. You got to move on from Nazi. No one cares anymore. People will just agree with you and say they're Nazis now. They don't even care. It's over, brother. It's over, brother. Yeah. It's not a troll. My brother had the same baby flip out on me. Oh my God. See, and that's what I was talking about earlier today. Either people are going to see, they're gonna see this in very black and white, and it's a not black and white situation. It's not even remotely black and white. I don't like that the shooting happened. I wish it didn't happen. I think that it possibly could have been handled where the lady did not die. But is it considered self-defense? Is it justified? Yeah, I think so. I think everybody can agree with that. So that's where we're in a weird place where I wish this wouldn't have happened. I wish they would have tried to take another route, although we don't know what would happen after that. Maybe she got away, she hit somebody else. We don't know. But on one side, I'm like, man, I wish this wouldn't have happened. And then on the other side, I'm like, fuck, it's justified in doing so. So it's a fucking fucked up situation. But then you have people on each side that are saying, oh, that cop's base. You should kill more people. And then you have people on the other side that's like, she literally didn't do anything at all. She was reading to her child in the passenger seat, and cops drug her out and beat her to death. It's not black or white.
And this exact same scenario actually just happened anyways. This was like the exact same thing that happened with the pregnant woman that was stealing alcohol in a grocery store. And then they tried to apprehend her in the parking lot. And he put his body in front of her car, and she tried to take off, and he shot her. It's the exact same scenario.
It sucks, man. It really does. And unfortunately, like, you got to understand was when you're in a vehicle, and you have law enforcement officers that are detaining you, giving you lawful orders. If you at all accelerate in a direction that can even be misconstrued as their direction, they are well within the right to blow you away, and that sucks. But that's the law, man. You know, lawful but awful. That's a great fucking quote. It's lawful but awful. And the best way you could prevent this situation is not by doing what these people are doing.
And I think a lot of people will start to say something about like how it shouldn't be lawful. But of course, the caveat is what I've been saying. You can't just let people get away. Like if they are being apprehended by the cops, if they can just jump in a vehicle and like, you know, speed off, you can't let that happen.
Yeah. Michael says the officer wasn't properly trained. The federal and local law enforcement are 100% trained to use lethal force if somebody accelerates in their direction. That is 100% a thing. I have law enforcement friends that will say that in 2 seconds. If a car accelerates towards you, like, it's considered a deadly weapon. If a car accelerates towards you, it's no different than a guy running at you with a pipe or pointing a gun at you. It's the exact same thing. Just because this is dripping with political radicalization doesn't change that fact. The only people saying that it's unjustified are saying it's unjustified because they like the other side. That is the only difference. If this was a guy if this was at a conservative protest and it was, I don't know what they would be protesting, but like, let's say they're protesting fraud at the Capitol or something. And there's cops in front of a bunch of cars, or a bunch of cops in front of a car, and a guy like accelerates towards them in the SUV and they blow him away. I'm like, well, shouldn't have fucking done that, dude. What are you doing? I wouldn't be like, no, this isn't right because I love Trump and this isn't right. They shouldn't. This is wrong. I wouldn't say that because that's not the truth, and I'm not going to change my idea of the truth based on what party I support at the time. I just don't do that, right? I have went the other way with a lot of stuff in the past. Everybody seems to forget that shit, and they only focus on the current thing. And I just don't do that. It's lawful. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just it sucks ass. But she accelerated towards him. He was in front of her. Nothing you could do. He is well within his right to use lethal force. Should he have done it? I don't know. Maybe not. But it's lawful. You do not accelerate towards a law enforcement officer while you're in a vehicle while detained. You will be killed. You know what I'm saying? So
I disagree, Danny Vox. He said that it's not the getting away, PDH, it's the trying to run someone over. Just running away, not trying to hit someone, they should not be shot. I disagree, actually. Like, if you can just run from the cops, like, obviously, like, pulling your gun on somebody that's running away from you is not your first. It's not your first.
Yeah, you don't shoot people in the back, right?
Yeah. And to that point, though, like, it depends on why the person's being apprehended, right? Like, are they being apprehended for murder? In this particular case, that's obviously not the case.
I'll change the scenario for you, which would make me completely agree with you, Michael. Okay, I'm going to change the scenario. If there was not a cop in front of her, directly in front of her SUV, if he was to the left side of it, and she starts to drive away, and they're facing the back window, and they unload into her back window and kill her, this would be extremely unlawful and fucked up. I'd be like, this is fucked. This is completely fucked. They shouldn't have done this. They should be charged. That's what I would say. But that's not what happened. That's just not what happened. Like, you're not going to be able to change the facts of the matter because you like another political party more. It's just not how I operate. I don't operate that way. I've never operated that way. If I look on cam and it's irrefutable, then I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to go with, well, I like Democrats more though, so I'm going to change I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I would not be able to live with myself if I just fucking believed I believe situations were right or wrong depending on what political party I supported. I don't do that. I just can't do it. It feels ignorant for me to do that. And I'm not a smart man, but it doesn't feel correct for me to, well, this is wrong because I like Democrats. I can't do that. Cody, it always astounds me how many people show up here with 68 IQ takes and fight you even when you're arguing in good faith. It's political radicalization. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Michael says just because it was her front and not her back. Yes, that's 100%. That's true. Yes, that is the law. That is how law enforcement works. If you accelerate, this is the law. And this is trained. This is every law enforcement officer, federal, state, or local across the entire U.S. are trained the exact same way. If someone accelerates towards you in a vehicle while you're being detained, they are allowed to use deadly force to prevent you to do so. This is not black and white. That is the law. It does not change if you like Biden. The law doesn't change. Okay? That's why I'm speaking this way, right? I don't like that it happened. I think it sucks ass. I kind of wish they would have done something else to prevent this. But earlier, you said they should have shot out the tires. Cops do not do that. That is a movie and TV show thing. That is not a real thing. Cops are not trained to shoot out tires as an immediate reaction to an action of stopping an unlawful person from fleeing or attempting to kill them, right? Or being perceived as doing so. You don't shoot out the tires, right? Charles Sammons says, "Show me the law." It's not a law. It's going to be ruled as self-defense in the law, but it's how police officers and federal agents are trained, right? They have rules of engagement for deadly force. Accelerating towards an officer is considered deadly force. If you point a gun at a police officer, they can kill you. If you have a pipe in your hand. A pipe, like a lead pipe in your hand, and you're standing there with 4 police around you, they will say, drop the pipe. Drop the pipe. If you walk 1 step forward, you accelerate towards them, they will kill you. And they will be lawfully well within their right to do so. It works the same way with a vehicle. It does not matter what the weapon is. If you approach the direction head on of a police officer, they can use deadly force as a means to end the conflict. That is how every law enforcement officer, federal, state, local, in the U.S. is trained. That's just how it is. And that's how the law will see it. Because the law isn't going to be like, well, Michael said they should have shot at the tires, therefore he should have shot at the tires. It's not what they're trained to do. You're not trained to shoot a gun out of somebody's hand that is threatening you with bodily harm. Because that's not lucrative. You aim for center mass. That's how law enforcement's trained. That's how the military's trained. You aim for center mass always. You aim to kill. You get rid of the situation. You don't try to shoot guns out of hands or shoot kneecaps or tires. That's a movie thing. That's a TV show movie thing. It's a Marvel thing. It's not real life. Or else there would be no shootings. Charles says, this is what you get when you design your education system for training kids to spend 8 hours doing something they don't like to prepare them for the workforce instead of just educating them better. Yes. Thank you, Charles. Love you, buddy. Patrick O'Brien says, the law, folks, you gotta get her from the front with eye contact. All right, brother, calm down, sir. All right. This is serious. This is serious. All right. Thank you, Patrick. I love you. Appreciate you. This motherfucker over here. All right. That put us at 410. But I tell you what, 410. Hell yeah. Almost 420. 90 away from Naked Snake. Oh my God. Oh my God. One red boy away. Can you believe it? I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Beep, boop, 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 boop. You need to stop yawning, bro. Jesus fuck. Stop it. You're doing it every 2 seconds.
With really crappy sleep.
All right. Okay. All right. Here you go, Michael O.P. Here you go, Michael O.P. Article 1610 of the Department of Justice says a police officer can use deadly force if a driver accelerates a vehicle towards them, as a vehicle can be considered a deadly weapon in that situation. Now, can you please stop saying that you don't know what that means? Because I'm tired of it. Look, I understand that you're like a liberal, and I'm totally fucking cool with that, and I love talking to you about this kind of stuff. It's totally cool with me. But like, you just being like, oh, I don't believe it. It's not going to work in this situation, because if the fucking sky is blue at 4 p.m. and you're like, it's pink, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to entertain that rhetoric. Just not. So like, just stop. Stop with that. Like, you can say you're not okay with it, and I'm totally fucking, hell yeah, brother. What, they should have done something else. Hell yeah, brother, I agree with you. They should have done something else. Maybe fix it, do something. I agree. But like, you saying it's not lawful and it's murder, you're wrong. You're just wrong, brother. Like, I'm sorry. Nate said the left activated this chick to distract from congressional investigation hearings. The Clintons are scheduling it. Bro, well, didn't Tim Walz go today? Maybe I'm wrong. He might be next week. Wait, more
the
like
Clintons are being investigated?
They're always being investigated. Nothing's going to happen. They're like mafia members, man. Thank you, Nate Houston. I appreciate you, brother. Michael Opie's like, we'll see. Well, all right, brother. I guess reading the law doesn't matter. I'll read the actual law. Doesn't even matter. See, this, like, look, Michael, this is the issue, man.
At least Sea Beast he said yawning is contagious. At least that's the only thing that's contagious through the stream, because you guys would have had chlamydia by now watching Cody. I'm just kidding.
Here's my point. The entire point of everything is, if you are too like radicalized, and you probably don't think you are, and that's fine. If you're too radicalized to ignore articles of engagement and previous laws that have been on books for 100 years because you just don't like the other side, you're too far gone, brother. You got to fucking rein it back, because you can be reasonable, and you can talk about politics. You have a good time. You can bring good points up, and that's a good thing. Conversation is really good. It's a good thing that we have. But when you start just being like, I don't care about this thing at all, even though it's fact, you've lost the plot. You're too far gone, right? That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I love you. I still love you, Michael, even though you're a bitch.
Getting a lot of gold boys.
It's tater salad. Men Trek says, if someone is born deaf, what language do they dream in? Colors.
Sign language.
Colors. Some people don't dream, right? Some people don't have internal monologues or something.
That's weird.
Or something.
I don't know if I have internal monologues. I kind of mostly think in like images.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe how fucked up you are. It's so weird.
I know.
Are you going to unsub from me now, Michael, after all we've been through together?
No, he has to enjoy this.
I'm sure. Yeah, he's always in here fucking argue. He enjoys it. I know he does. There's a lot of people that do.
What other live streamer will like actively engage and argue with you?
That's true. Chat? That's true.
We love to argue.
I think I'm reasonable, Dan. Fuck up. Dana Vox, you ain't reasonable. You're not as bad as Michael, but you're pretty bad. It's Sean is reasonable. Dana Vox, less reasonable. Michael OPTB, too far gone. I want to send Michael a little trophy. It says too far gone, brother. Little B trophy. All right. Tater Salad says innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance doesn't apply to law enforcement. Reasonableness. Tater Salad says the law allows you to defend yourself from an attack that's either happening or about to happen very soon, meaning within seconds. It's not intended to justify vengeance for some past act of violence. Thank you, Tater Salad. Appreciate you. Tater Salad coming in here throwing some shocking facts at us. Thank you, man. I like your logo, man. I think Cody was on the island. Bro, what do you mean? I have a whole person in my head that never shuts the fuck up. No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what, 50% of people don't have an internal monologue? Bro, I never stop. I'm always talking to myself. When Jesse's like not here, I just talk to myself all day.
He does. He like narrates his entire life like he's on stream.
No,
constantly.
I don't. Not like I'm on stream, but when I have a set list of stuff I want to do, I'll say it out loud when I'm walking around. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna edit these shorts together, I'm gonna post those. It's looking good. Do this. And I start like talking about what I'm doing, what I'm aiming to do. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. I'm sorry, it's weird. I'm weird, man. Thank you, Tater Salad. Love Tater Salad with 2 gold boys in a row. Somebody give Tater Salad some kisses for being so cool. Michael OP says, for your pain and suffering. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. He paid to piss me off. That's what he did. He got me again.
Paid the piss off tax.
The piss off. He paid the piss off tax. You got me again, you bastard. All right, that puts us at 450 or 445. 445. We are $50 from Naked Snake. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I saw some drummer on Drumeo doing a cover for some, like, kind of like what's that old Motown, like old Motown style music, like Earth, Wind and Fire. He was like a metal drummer that did like a drum track for it for Drumeo, and it was so badass in the pocket that I almost shit my freaking pants. I was like, how is this dude such in the pocket for a metal drummer? Like, play. It was awesome. I was like, damn, he could have just done this originally. Like, some of these guys are just so damn good. All right. Thank you, Michael. I love you. Appreciate you. Big Mike says, here to pay the piss off tax as well. Thank you, Big Mike. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Where is it at? 550. Thank you. I appreciate you. There we go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. $50 from Naked Snake. Thank you, Big Mike. Appreciate you. All right, let's move on. Let's clear our palate a little bit after Michael derailed my ass. He derailed me. Where are we at? Oh, you guys remember this girl? Okay. Remember this girl right here? Let's see. Here we go. Beep, 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 beep. It's that same girl. No. It's that same girl. Here we go. It's the girl that she was like, wouldn't make food for her husband and then got a divorce.
This has to be your age bait.
It has to be. Here we go.
Child support court update. So I had court again today because a new judge was assigned to the case. If you don't know, I get $3,700 of child support every month, and I use it on myself. I don't use it on my kids. The old judge that was assigned to our case was okay with me spending, the child support on myself because he clearly said it was just reimbursement for what I have been spending on my children. But the judge today was not having none of that shit, and she completely took me off of child support, meaning I'm now getting $0 for my 7 kids. I guess it's true when they say don't post everything.
This is 100% rage bait.
Yeah.
Because she said she had 1 kid last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you silly lady.
She getting views.
Yeah. This is a good one.
She got us.
No, that I put out that reel on Facebook and it got like 250,000 views. At least she helped. Yes, B. Kelly, back to hating on women. Let's go. No. Thank you, Big Mike. We're 50 away from Naked Snake. Appreciate you guys. All right.
And 9 minutes away from my expiration time.
Fused Agus TV. What's up on Rumble, buddy? How you doing? All right, here we go. Beep, beep, beep. Next one. All right.
Tell me how this man is literally going to be obsessed with me for like pretty much a fucking year. Begs me to hang out with him. I'm pretty much just like 99% of the times I text him back, it's just me like trolling him. I finally link with him and I'm like pretty much obsessed with him. And now he won't text me back.
He played the long game, brother. He played the long game.
Wait, so like I'm so confused. What happened? Like she ignored him or something for a while and then finally was like, all right, let's hang out. And then they hung out and now she's obsessed with him and he didn't want to hang out with her. Like what?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He played the long game and he won. Damn.
Oh, so like they had sex?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Played the long game. Rest in peace.
He was probably doing that with several other girls at one time.
I don't know why dudes do that. I don't know why dudes play the long game. Like, fuck that. Like, no, thank you. I can't play the long game. I'm not doing it. That's too much. Too much, brother. Too much. Here's what we got next. This one's gonna be fun.
What is the average body count on campus? 30. 30? Actually?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't that high?
You think that's high?
You don't think that's high?
Oh my god.
55?
Oh my god.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Are you joking? That's a lot.
Santa Barbara has to be freaking high. I could take a guess. I'd probably say like 50.
50?
Oh my god.
Why is that the norm here?
You know what these women are saying? These women are giving close to their number as the average, probably. Right?
Yeah.
It's not out of the realm of possibility that these girls have like 50 or 100 bodies.
Except for the last one. I don't know.
She's like a slightly below average. She has the most. And that is always how it is. The hottest girls on the planet will have like lower to mid range, and then like the average girls will have a really high because they're either probably when they were in high school they were less used to the attention, and now they can't stop. They love the attention, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was meaning she seems kind of like normal and reasonable and not like, I don't know.
She seemed normal and reasonable. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
It's Santa Barbara. Come on.
The body count's 50.
Average? That's who you're talking to.
Well, we're talking to you, so what's the average?
50s.
Oh, see, he was like, see, I'm talking to you.
50.
Specifically.
50.
Probably like 56.
56?
She looks
That's
like
such
she's
a specific number.
She looks like she's 19.
How do you even remember when you get that high? Like, do you just like you have a counter on your phone or something?
Yeah. Michael says, where were these girls when I was in college? Brother. It's like, oh, these are easy ones. No, what's happening with these girls is they are hooking up with all the Chad dudes at school.
They're all cooter cousins.
Ooh. They're hooking up with the same guys, probably, you know?
Genuinely 56? Are you joking?
The average? Maybe like 30.
30?
Yikes. Probably like
50?
Yeah.
That's just the norm around here.
Crazy.
Alex?
Well, you got to look at it from women's perspective. Women are going to have higher bodies. Now, if you look up studies about this, it's totally the opposite, and it's totally fake. Like, you look up studies about like women and bodies. It's like the average woman says they've been with 3 people, and the average man says they've been with 9 people. And I'm like, the average woman's lying to you. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Like, the 80% of men don't even have regular sex. Like 80% of women do. Therefore, that can't be possible unless they're lying. Because it's obviously they have to admit to it. And I think men don't really care. They don't have a problem admitting to things like that because obviously
unless it's low, they might actually be lying in the opposite direction. You know what I mean?
There's less stigma for guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the stigma goes the opposite way, right? So like their poll might be an inflated number.
Yeah.
Like their average might be like higher than what's real.
Rakin on Rumble sent a Rumble wallet dono. Appreciate you, brother. Let me change it. Thank you, Rakin. Rakin be going crazy on Rumble over. Same thing with Renee Galarza. Appreciate you, boys. We're 48 to Naked Snake. 48 to Naked Snake. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Here, how hard is it for a woman to have sex, really? Yes, that it's not. It's not. It's not at all. All right. Let's move on. Like, what would you say? Like being a chick, like you think it's hard? Is it hard to? Would it be hard for you to like dial up one of your like dude friends and be like, "You want to have sex?" Like I feel like it'd be so easy.
It would be easy.
Yeah. So Default says I dated a girl whose number was 150 something. Didn't stay with her for much longer. It was one of my many issues I have with the relationship. Look, man, I don't care about body count. I've never really cared, but if I was dating a girl and she was like, "Yeah, I've been with like 500 guys," I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah, so
That's
at a
little-
certain
yeah.
point, it's not a matter of like at a certain point, it's not an issue because you're a jealous guy or you prefer, a woman with a low body count. At a certain point, it's just ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
And 150 is definitely well within that range of that's ridiculous.
That's too much. Yeah, that means you're like banging a dude like every other day.
Yeah, like go ahead and take her age and like, divide that number by her age. And that's like, actually, you know what? Take her age, subtract like 16, and then divide that number by that subtraction. And then that's like how many men she slept with per year on average. And that has to be pretty crazy. Let's assume it's a 27-year-old. So like a 27-year-old, that's 11 years. Let's say she slept with 110 men. That's 11 guys per year. That's a lot. That's a lot of men. That's one per month.
Yeah, dude. One per month. God, Jesus.
Can you even imagine? I don't even know like how that happens.
Yeah, when I was on Tinder, it was way more frequent than that. But here's the issue is I was on Tinder and I was just doing really well on Tinder. And then I got off at one point. I was like, I'm tired of this. Right. So Charles with an orange boy says, I was born and raised in California. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been. If it weren't for all the people, California's amazing. Californians suck, even me. Oh, thank you, Charles. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I'm an Alabama born and bred, brother. Mint Trek says, a key that opens many locks is a master lock. Or a key that opens many locks is a master key. A lock that's opened by many keys is called useless. Yes, sir. That's the best way you can kind of put it, right? Thank you, man, Trex, for your New Zealand gold boy. Appreciate you. And Holly says, I worry about HIV, AIDS count on that one. Yeah.
Statistically, the more people you sleep with, the more likely it is that you have an STD.
Something.
Yeah.
Right. Something. I mean, if you have like 30 bodies, you have some form of herpes probably. There's no way of getting around that.
It's like, okay, so if you as a woman maybe have sex with a new guy like once per year, that's allotting for you. You're probably like in long-term relationships at certain points and then not at other points. Maybe you like, sleep with more, but at least if it's like averaging once per year, that gives you time between partners to understand if you got something going on, right? Whereas if you're sleeping with one guy per month, you're just like racking up STDs and not even knowing it.
Yeah. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you. Richard, you said you had no money. You liar. What's the ROI on 11 dudes a month? What does it mean for our investors?
That would be not a very successful sex worker, though. So I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you, Richard. I love you. I've got over 50, no herp, never had an STD. Hell yeah, brother. No, I'm not there with you, man. Like, I don't know how I survived that game. You want this?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Just ripped my thing out.
Default Anonymous says, what is your body count, Cody? I don't know. I've never counted. But when I was on Tinder, man, it was pretty frequent. I would say like somewhere close to 100, maybe. I'm not really sure though. Like, and I couldn't even tell you. Like, I couldn't go back and count because I don't remember like a lot of people. Because it was like a one and off thing that I matched with a girl, hooked up with her, never talked to her again, right? So I can only remember like 20 in my brain if I scan through it for like a minute. But it's probably somewhere near there. When I was 27, 28, I was hooking up with Tinder girls like every Tuesday, every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you, brother. He said, what's PDH's body count? Like 30, 25, 30? I don't know. I'd imagine.
No comment.
Joe the Pedo Biden says more than 90% of people on the planet have face herp. Yeah. That's a very, very, very normal thing.
I've never had a cold sore, which is surprising because I'm not one of those squeamish people that like is squeamish about like sharing drinks with people.
Yeah.
Or eating after people.
We got 40 likes until 300, by the way. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Give your boy some love here. Hell yeah. Steven says, does that mean you have a kid out there? Several. All right. Guy math puts Cody at 10 or 20. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, makes sense. All right. We've seen stuff like this before, but we're going to see it again. It says woman crashes her boyfriend's brand new car on purpose. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, brutal.
He's staying so calm.
I don't know what you want from me.
What?
I don't know what you want from me. How about not to wreck my car?
I know.
He's hurt. Look at him. He's so hurt, man. That sucks.
Can you pull over into there?
Look at him. Oh, poor guy. Women be wild. Just
And she
grabbing the
feels
wheel.
justified. You can tell because she's like, yeah, I know. You just got this car. I don't know what you want from me. Like, so she is like 0% remorseful.
Silence says fake as hell. What do you mean? Like he wrecked his car on purpose for the memes? I guess. Bro, that's like a very common thing. Like women grabbing the wheel when they're freaking out. Like it's terrifying.
This isn't even the first video we've watched. Like
It's like the third. Yeah. The first, I posted one on Facebook and it went super viral. It's wild. Wild as hell.
Now, if he cheated on her, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that he deserves to be wrecked. Cheated. Wreck him. Wreck his ass. Make her walk home. Yeah. I don't know, man. It depends on how long you're in the relationship for. I'd probably be like, all right, we're done here. Right? Because you almost killed my ass. And I ain't okay with that. Oh my God. I knew a chick that straight ripped the keys out of the ignition on the highway. You used to could do that to cars. I remember my friend, it was either we ripped the keys out of his car or vice versa, but like it would just, you could just pull the keys out and the car would just turn off and he had like no power steering or power brakes. He's like, oh my God. I remember that.
That's scary.
It was like Colton or somebody. It was just like back in the day.
I bet my old Jeep Wrangler could do that. Not Wrangler, Cherokee.
Yep. Yeah, old cars, you can do that kind of shit. Reverse lockout. I remember I think one of my buddies like put my car in reverse one time or tried to put my car in reverse and it like made a clunk and the car just turned off. But I think it was a lockout because it didn't break anything.
Yeah.
It just like turned off and like I lost power steering and power brakes and then I just like turned it back on. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I didn't think it would do that. And I'm like, I thought it was broke, but it wasn't broke. It was totally fine. Totally fine. All right. We are, where are we at here real quick? We're 18 away from Naked Snake. 18 away from Naked Snake. I appreciate you guys so much. It's closed in at 11 o'clock and PDH has to go to the office tomorrow, so she can't stay on until midnight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to
wake up at 7.
We're going to have to rip this bastard out. So I appreciate you guys. We're 18 from Naked Snake, and we're only 35 from 300. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support today. It's been awesome. A little bit of shorter stream today. We'll be back Friday and Saturday, though, so don't miss it. I think I'm going to take off tomorrow, Thursday. Where is... Let me wait for a second here. Oh, this man. We got him. We got my boy. Rakin with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Rakin. Wait, was it 18 too? Oh, well, there you go. I thought it was...
Naked Snake.
There you go, Rakin, my boy, coming in strong. Rumble rant, super chats all across the board today. I appreciate you, brother, for the love. Yeah, keep the there was no stress at all. We're starting to hit the Naked Snake every time really easily. I appreciate you guys. Otto Ramel, everybody. Big Mike. I appreciate you boys so much. Love you. Get the hell on it. Diggity dog on it. You guys are goated. Thank you, Rakin. Thank you, Holly Movie Star, for your love. Tear to the hood like deer because he's wild. What? What? Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you.
Best comment of the night.
Yeah. best super chat I've ever read in my entire life right there. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you, Holly Movie Star. I love you. All right. You guys are going to sell. Like the show. Spam the like button as hard as possible before we do the Naked Snake. Get the hell on it. I remember years ago being in a clunker car from 1983. It was tight. Yeah, dude. I like driving old cars. Who am I rating on Rumble? Cecil. He's probably alive, yeah. So do that. But wait till after next thing. Like the stream, boys. Say bye to PDH. She's going to go let the dog out and keep him alive. And then I'm going to do Naked Snake. So everybody say bye and appreciate you guys for being on here. Billy says, D's nuts are good. Is that what that meant? I don't know what any of this means anymore. I missed the joke in chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rakin. Thank you, everybody, for all the love. We'll be back Friday. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, boys. Friday night. It's going to be fun.
Good night, everybody.
It's going to be fun. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right, it's time for Naked Snake. Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Get the hell on it. Doggone it. Let's do Naked Snake, and then we're going to raid Smash JT on YouTube. On Rumble, we will raid Mr. Cease. Holly Movie Star says, YouTube algorithm made me top it that way. Oh, okay. Okay. If that's your defense. Okay. Holly Movie Star said, bye, Jess. Thank you, Holly. I love you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's do some naked snake for the boys. Thank you. Ashley's not here to see my unshaven chest that I specifically don't shave because Ashley hates it. And she drops super chats when I don't shave my chest. All right, here we go. Time for naked snake, boys. Here we go. Oh my God. Here we go. It's that time. 30 likes away. One more time. What's up, Valley? Here we go. Just in time.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence.
562, boys. What's up, Minabird?
I'm searching.
Here we go. 28 likes away. Donna. One more time, boys. Here we go. Let's do this.
So supreme.
Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Chatty cry. It's the way I fly to you. If you stand for nothing, you believe in anything. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Here we go.
Someday we'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God. Here we go. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Crime. It's the way I fly to you. Here we go, boys. One more time. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Here we go. Let's go. $562 in a row, boys. Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support you guys are going to sell. It's 562 in a row. I'll see you guys Friday. Don't miss it. Don't be late. I'll have 4 clips per day, YouTube Shorts on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Follow me on all those. Hit up the Ko-Fi. Big shout out to all the boys in the chat. Big shout out to Big Mike. Big shout out to Otto Ramel. Big shout out to Slosher. We hit the Rainbow Night. Thank you guys so much for all your love. PS2 Chopper, all my boys. We're going to raid Smash JT. Say raid in the chat. Cam raid. I'll see you guys over there. And of course, we'll go into Cecil on Rumble. Get the hell on it, doggone it, boys. Love you.